Hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Teo here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my God, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went.
2 seconds.
Blink, and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save.
Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth to the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to Japer Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there. Wide open shot going off that backboard. He's going to find that.
We're going to be saved by Japer Jack now. Going to be taking that long shot. In fact, Grimy.
They still have time, 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to core this with a nice up pass onto BTX.
Aim, it's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for Japer Jack.
Chuck not Norris right here looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Celicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
Another interception and another again, so just good. Absolutely excellent positioning.
Having a lot of chaos. Nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back. Another strike from Strike.
Winner. Now it's interception by Wolf. It's going to get stopped by Chuck. Not Norris, who has a 3-point available. Going to go for the half court. It's going to bounce in. Nice shot by Chuck. This next point is going to be critical for each team, which Beach Player with a 3-point opportunity going to stink it in.
Passing around, trying to bring in on the baked potato goalie, and just like that,
make its way to him as well. The cross pass coming through from Conrad. Another cross pass from Steffo.
There's no goalie there, so if they can win this race, which is just like that, Beach Player gonna be.
And now Caesar with the cross pass does not make it. Tries to shoot negative with an amazing save.
But Grimy trying to take this one. Now going to go to Twang Pants. The cross pass quickly to Padish, putting it right into the top of the goal.
and they've got the stack first to get there. Another open 3-pointer, and it's in.
All doing nice pass onto Grumpy. Grumpy tries to juke out the player, gets one more pass onto the shield.
From Wrath, and will not be there. The first attempt or the second. Steel Sky in the hottest second. That is Molten Steel in the goal.
Steel Curtain strikes again. Moonface. Rusty Robots came very close to taking that third round as well. But we're going to get into the second round of this one between and oh my God, again. The same team. It's the same team.
Chuck is just going to look up high. Maybe a self-bounce trying for that, but instead a turnover, and maybe even. It's Caesar!
But the clear from Blank right there, going for the nice save by Bad Elmo.
Previously I'm dinged. Oh, what a setup. Oh, what a lesson. Oh, buddy. Double stun there. They've got some numbers here coming in. Link 1 setting up Chuck, not Norris.
They're adapting to Everest. They realize they're relying on these starts, but Steffo.
Send this one down. They're going to get down there first. Picked up there by Link 1. The stop. Steel Skydiver is ridiculous.
That is just nasty. Gotta do it again, though. Oh, he will. Steel Sky has gotten to a new level.
He was under pressure, sending it back. Saluna's the only one there. Saluna has Caesar up ahead, taking the shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 41 meters out from the other side of the tube. Chocolate a boost here. They're going to look for a dribble. No, let's just going to peel off. Sweet Tooth sending it across. What an interception by Saluna. She's lining up the shot. No way. No way.
This is Echo Arena.
up to Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight behind the goal. And Street Boo with the save, denying that one. So Street Boo really on full display.
Tortoise and Anubis to get themselves another 2 and stop what was 6 unanswered points from Dust Bunnies. There's that header, the 3-point header off the Joust.
Hey, 1 minute left. The thing is that there is still a lot of time for at least a goal. Some Ducks moved through that mid lane. That was risky as anything. That sent briskly down the lane. Cosmo claiming back the 2.
Grumpy is going to stun out Franz. Tracks it down. It's all the way down towards the bubble. A good chain there. Andy with it. 2-on-1. Again, single shot. What a stop. He says that went away, and Jail Graham's going to pick it up, turning it around here for Ethereal.
Back to Aiden. Aiden now sending it over, but vacant. Well, the Steel picking it off, and Breezebo trying to walk it up the floor here for some more offense. 4 minutes left.
Yeah, Phoenix really doing a great job of passing, working it along the baseline. Jason now on the baseline.
To Titan. Titan looking for that crossover. Oh, just a fake. Titan, the take. Oh, but not the make. A grab here from Grumpy's Broom. Can he do it again? No. Steel Sky, the heroic grab. And Steel Sky.
They're not letting this league get carried away. And they're applying the pressure into the zone of Extinction as Extinction gets the clear.
Oh, only that, the shot. Dazzling here. Off.
Good afternoon, Jackson Jills. I'm Monsieur Dimwee, and this is 3-Minute Meta. In this installment, we are going to cover turnover offense. Unfortunately, for the vast majority of Echo Arena players, turnover offense amounts to a single strategy, clear and boost. And while a coordinated clear and boost strategy is certainly not a bad one, it is also not the only one. Furthermore, there is a fine line between a coordinated clear and boost strategy versus a panic clearing and hoping you have some teammates close enough to chain together quick enough to get to the disc before the other team's strategy. Now, of course, a turnover can happen anywhere in the arena, but when we're talking about turnover offense, we are more often than not referring to turnovers that happen in your own zone, typically when the opposing team is attacking your bubble. This is often one of the most difficult areas of the game for a team to practice and become comfortable with. In these moments, when you've just stolen the disc from the other team right at the edge of your own bubble, your deepest instinct is to clear the disc away from trouble. But success in Echo Arena comes down to the choices we make, and a panic clear is not a choice, it's a bad habit. But before we get to choices, the most important part of a turnover offense is communication. When you score that turnover, it should be immediately communicated that you are in transition. This tells your teammates to begin setting up your turnover offense. This is so important because you may only have a few seconds to react in this situation, so the sooner everyone is on the same page, the better. If you're going with a clear and boost strategy, the moment the disc turns over, a pair of players should be linking together to chain after the disc. You should know before the other team when the disc is getting cleared with instructions on where it is headed. They do not need to be overly specific, but just announcing where the disc is heading as you throw can give your chain the advantage over an opposing chain. Once the disc is cleared, your remaining two players should typically link together and boost downfield so you can set up an attack on the bubble if needed. The common alternative to a clear and boost offense is to set up in a passing formation. This is very much similar to choosing an offensive joust scheme. The moment a turnover happens, your team should start fanning out in an offensive formation looking to set up an attack on mid. What is important here is that everyone has an assignment and knows where they should be going. The specific scheme you choose matters, but not as much as simply having a scheme. In any case, when setting up in this formation, it should also be seen as setting up to attack mid. Where clear and boost is more like an aggressive joust scheme, formation passing on a turnover is generally deploying more of a protect scheme. Passes here should generally be quick with no one holding the disc for longer than a few moments. If the defense is operating with a chain, there should be an effort to break up or otherwise slow down the attacking chain to clear space enough to get through mid. If the defense is playing with an aggressive man, you need to be winning those 1v1s, otherwise known as your 50-50s, in either slipping in front of your defender or stunning them out and leaving them behind. The goal is to move up the field as a unit using your passes to keep the defense off balance. If you are having trouble progressing forward, consider a reset to draw the defense into your zone and then make another attempt with more space in mid. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I've been Monsieur Dimwee. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.
and dodging, juking, looking for the passing play perhaps, but unfortunately no one in the lane that Anubis was looking for. But with that, Ghost Duck trying to tap it off, and in the trap, Tuna Fish and Caesar contesting. But Caesar making a Caesar salad out of that, and oh my goodness, again, Caesar! All the way from Rome.
Pass to Zenith, and Kango's really taking their time here with the bounce passes. Oh, and the really slick pass. And eventually ending up in a goal for Kangaroo and Strembitsky.
Caps are not able to get there. Oh, that's.
Oh, hold on, Dimwee! Hold on, Dimwee! It's a shot from Ender, way deep down, 54. What a hit! That was crazy.
It's got to be a record.
So Charlie 13 now with it, sending it across to Swift, with trying to find him and finding Alikos. Alikos making an attempt happen and making that goal in the top pocket.
It just gets over to Mozzie here. Mozzie going for across the single shot, and Mozzie.
Hello and welcome to Venues. I thought Dimwee was going to lead us on with this one, but we're hyped.
I thought Nightfire was going to take it.
You spent all day.
We didn't discuss this at
hyped
all.
up.
Leading up to this, I really thought Nightfire, our casting coordinator, is going to try to throw me under the bus. So, all right, I will take the lead. What's going on, everybody? We got Nightfire here. I believe he's is it to my right? I don't know. I'm looking on that's to the left. You're on my right. Yeah. So, Nightfire to the right. That's Sputnik below us there somewhere. Of course, yes, I am Matsuda Mui, and we got a fantastic show for here today on Venues as I look to all the monitors, but you're not there. You're here. What's going on, everybody? Yes, we've got a whole bunch of fantastic. You know what, Nightfire? You know what, dude? I haven't told you ahead of time. I was like, I'm only gonna have a little bit of, you know what I mean? And I was gonna toss it off. But you know what, man? Why don't you tell the good people who are watching here what's going on today? Because clearly I have no idea.
We got the Venue Showcase coming at you. It's a series of games that we're going to be broadcasting live across all of the different platforms on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Oculus Venues. So if you're watching on Twitch, we appreciate you. You can check this out in Venues. There's tons of folks in there. The first game of the day is going to be Smash Dash versus Team Gravity. And me and Sputnik are going to be on board for that one. Sput, I mean, this first game out the gate, this is a hot one. Smash Dash and Gravity?
I mean, we always see Smash Dash during Venues, and they're one of the best teams to watch. Street Boo, one of the best goalies. Seno Target, one of the best captains in the world. And then you've got the dominant Team Gravity, and they have, I think, an unbeatable record right now. Yep. So it's gonna be an absolute stunner. They're gonna be looking to continue this undefeated streak, and we're gonna see what happens today.
I mean, a lot on the line when you get to these sort of high-level matchups, and we got a bunch of other games after this. Sput, what do we have coming up for the rest of the day?
So we are seeing Gravity versus Naught Esport, and then my list actually ends. So we have 2 more matches after that, and
thought you had the list, Spud.
You thought I mean, this is one of those days. We have, we start off with a bad intro. We blame it on Dimwee because, he deserves it.
Goodness.
And then,
okay.
Dimwee, what's coming up? Do you know what's coming up, Dimwee? Do you know what we have next? Does anybody on this desk know what games are coming today?
Let me ask the producer. Producer, please tell us. He has informed me that he's given me the list, and it is my failure to not report it. So I'll take that one.
Hold on, I do have it here for you. All right, yeah, so we are starting with Smash Dash versus Team Gravity, followed up Nantes Esport versus Team Gravity. So we got Team Gravity twice in a row here. That's one of the best in the world. You're going to get to see twice in the world playing off against some of the other best in the world. And then following that up, Envy versus Blank, and that'll be what I'll be hopping back on with. It's me, Ollie. Of course, I'm not Ollie. That's Ollie. Actually, that's not Ollie. That nobody's over there. But yeah, then capping us off will be Shock versus Everest. And of course, when I say cap, I mean no cap. That is Shock versus Everest. Yes, I am hip.
He's hip with the
You
times,
are.
folks. You love to see it. We're still waiting. We still got plenty of time before we get into this first game. We're still waiting for these teams to get into lobby and ready up and sort everything out. They're still getting loose and getting warmed up. But this is the EU block, right? And so I mean, but what the pace here is just going to be insane out the gate, right? I mean, if you're not used to watching this level of play, these stacks are insanely fast from these EU teams.
Absolutely, they are incredibly quick, and you know that's one of the benefits of the lower latency that they have is that they have this ability to stack. Well, it's not just the latency, so their ability to regroup their stacks, their ability to play positionally is so very strong, and we see that with this region, and it's just such a great dynamic from what we see in NA and what we see in OCE that it is really truly a unique style of play, and it's a style of play that I love watching every day.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long day for our cameraman. So much for subtlety. He's gonna have to be zipping across the field to keep track of the pace of these games. Out the gate, Smash Dash Gravity. Dimly, do you see Smash Dash being able to put up a threat here? I mean, Gravity is the Joker of the EU.
Well, what I actually see is a new invite. So we're actually going to be swapping lobbies here. That's what the holdup is. I don't know what if it's a server issue or what, but yeah, just let everyone else, and let everyone know what's going on. And we're swapping lobbies just because I had to tell the gentleman next to me. But yeah, no, I like as you said, the comparison there to Joker in North America. I mean, Gravity is one of the best teams in the world. They have an argument to be made for being the best team in the world, but of course, there's a few other teams that might want to argue that point. But I mean, maybe Europe's Joker, maybe not. I don't know. Are they Europe's Kang? But we're it's hard to make comparisons like that. But yeah, no, they
I
are.
guess I just say that because they are 11-0.
Best in the world. Yeah, I mean that is a fair. But there's a lot to be said about historical. The historical business over in the EU, especially with regards to Gravity and Phantoms. There's a new link there for you guys into that new lobby. You know where to look for it. But yeah, the historically Phantoms versus Gravity, you might see one go with an undefeated season, and then suddenly the other one in the postseason is just popping off and firing on all cylinders. So it's as you say, similar to I mean, they are undefeated currently in the season, but once we get to postseason, all bets are off with these teams in Europe.
See what we get, as we do have both squads in lobby, so we actually should be hopping into our first matchup of the evening pretty dang soon. Do you think that Smash has done their homework going into this today? But I mean, when you go up against a team like Gravity, you have to have unique strats. You have to have specific rollouts to be able to counteract their sort of consistency. Do you think they're going to be coming in with that sort of research done?
I'm going to hope that they did. Yeah. But Team Gravity is just so very strong. And, with this new dynamic with Nilivik from Al Pacino on the season on the team last season, and now Nilivik on this season, it's a much different dynamic. So things change. It's still an incredibly fast team, but things on the back line have changed. And I mean, they've had a few weeks to prepare for this, to prepare for these matchups, but it's always a toss-up against Team Gravity.
If you are watching over to my left, you may see Sputs trying to get into the action. Sput, I don't know if you're still playing in the VRML these days, but I want to have you on my side casting, not trying to get into the action. Okay.
Oh, all right. So I must have clicked the wrong link because I had to set up. I got an invite and I had to set up my headset.
You still want to play, Spud. I know deep down in your heart, you still want to be back at the top playing.
Hopefully this is the correct... It has the S, so I think it's the correct link. But I should be in fairly shortly. I was wondering what was going on for a second. Because I guess the ability to still play with a joystick exists in the game.
Either way, we should have our lobby sorted soon enough. A shout out to everyone that is tuning in. We do appreciate you on this fine Saturday afternoon. As the squad's ready up, I think we will be saying goodbye to Sir Dimwee. So Dimwee, any final thoughts before we catch you later in some later matches?
Let's go! That's all I got you. Let's do this.
That's what I wanted at the start. That's what we wanted out the gate. That's what I was looking for. But we get it at the end to hype us up to get right into round one. Both squads readying up. This is it. This is the Venues Showcase kicking off with two, super high tier matchups. Dimwee, we will be phasing away into existence as this game starts up.
And it will be won by Team Gravity, as we expected, and Team Gravity now sending it forward. Excuse me, actually, Smash Dash sending it forward to be picked up by Viatrix, be picked up back by Dage. Dage not able to find that pass, and now in the hands of Lewis, but we see a quick start to this game. And now with possession, still scoreless is Team Gravity.
Yeah, a little bit of a back and forth there in the midfield as the clear comes downrange, scooped up by Sendo and cleared. Down into the midfield, Simon able to grab that, keeps the pressure here in the zone of Smash Dash. Team Gravity trying to come out the gate early here and get some points, but that pass goes wide and scooped up by Slin. Intercepted by Viatrix, and we just keep exchanging. These clears can't get this disc out of their zone. Team Gravity just taking their time, setting up. There's another mispass, bounces wide, floats up into the upper half of the zone. The attack comes there to the back end, and Nillywig manages to juke behind the goalie to find two. And a bit of a chaotic start, Spud.
Absolutely, and to start this off, I mean, it's chaotic all around. It's been a chaotic start to this day, but you look at the energy that these players are putting forward, and in these first minute, you've just seen it. Nillywig able to make that cut behind goal, find the pass off the backboard, and now to QB is Street Boo sitting it right. You see that Team Gravity stack challenging it, not able to make that stun, challenging the QB on this back and forth passing. And then this long clear attempt coming through, and it's going to be off the wall. That Team Gravity stack is going to miss Slin. Now Slin down to the floor. Dage with the drive. Dage off the backboard, and he's going to find it. So Dage with 2 points. You know, you really don't see many of those two-pointer backboards going in. Three-pointer backboards you never see go in. But now it's a tie game. Nearly 2 minutes off the clock.
And there's a lot going on just off of that backboard shot there. A lot of goalies do turn and grab that shot, but the goalie was misdirected by Slin. Slin was still coming in from the front side, so he felt he had to defend that while the goal sinks in behind him off the backboard. Just a really good coordinated attack there to keep that goalie distracted and find 2 points. Now, a little bit of an awkward shot on goal there goes wide and is scooped up by Sendo as Smash Dash want to keep the pressure on. But it's been tough for them to get these dang clears, and the rebounds continue to go into the hands of Team Gravity as the pressure mounts here.
And with this nice back and forth passing, pulling out that forward stack, and now with this drive and hanging on to the bottom of the goal, Simon's going to put it in the top pocket, being able to just juke that goalie out, not able to find an angle, not able to challenge Simon would be Street Boo. So Team Gravity with 2 points right there. And this is, taking a lot of time between the goals. That's a 34-second goal time. Previously a minute, and then I believe a minute before that. So this is a lot slower of a matchup than we've been used to seeing from Team Gravity.
Yeah, it really is. Now, as you say that, a very quick rollout here. Again, another slow shot on goal. Floats in, doesn't find any success, and then instantly scooped up by Simon and cleared down range. Maybe they can find a shot on goal here. The rooftop shot, it is going to be 3 from Lewis. And that was a shot on goal, Spud.
Absolutely perfectly placed by Lewis. Lewis is hanging on to the outer rim of the tube and just finding that angle perfectly, going off the upper geo, the ceiling, and at 41 meters. That looks really good.
An insanely hard shot to make, made to look easy there by the likes of Team Gravity. Here's Smash Dash trying to find 3, dings off the bottom of the goal, floats up to the upper half of the trench, and you're going to try and keep command here of dispossession with a bit of a back pass, slow things down a little bit, try and draw the defense out of the zone with a cross pass getting intercepted. That's going to shut down all of that setup coming in there from Smash Dash, and now Team Gravity on the attack.
So Team Gravity now with possession. Simon looking for that cross pass. Getting that cut would be Lewis, and Lewis going to finish it off at 2 meters. So now a commanding 7-point lead to Team Gravity, and Team Gravity finding some momentum. They started off a little shakily, allowing that 2-pointer off the backboard from Dej, and just Smash Dash not able to find that 3-pointer before. They would turn it over and allow Team Gravity to capitalize on it. So Streetboo, 2QB, Streetboo holding from Nest for just a second, sending it right to Team Gravity, hot on the heels of Sendo Target, but Sendo Target looking to recover it off that stack, getting the stun through, and there are 3 players at the ceiling now for Smash Dash. They're getting into the bubble, up to Dej. Dej is going to turn it over, and Team Gravity is going to send it back to Nillywick at the back line.
Such a quick back pass there to clear it out and allow for them to slow things down and get this clear. A great little bounce off the Geode and an excellent pass up. The shot goes wide. The follow-up shot, the backboard shot just misses, and the clear. They can't get it out of the zone. Here, maybe an opportunity. As I say that, the brawl for Disc in the mid. Dej may have an open goal 3 opportunity. He tries to thread the needle off the backboard. He finds it. A 7-point lead's nice, but it's not a lot.
It definitely is not a lot, and now only a 4-point lead to Team Gravity. Dej making the plays right now. I don't know if he had that former 3-pointer that we saw ding. That might have been Slin, but Smash Dash really relying on Dej right now. Dej just, we saw him play a few days ago, and he was absolutely on fire. And if he can continue that today, then that's what we want to see in venues.
Absolutely. So far, an excellent start to the series as we get close to another attack here. Oh, what an interesting stop there. I think that was off the head or a stun. I don't know what happened there, but the disc floats up to the upper half of the zone, gets cleared out. The attack continues to come in here, though, from Team Gravity, and Smash Dash doing well to defend for now. Can they hold on? Can they get another point is the question.
Let's see as they make this drive towards the bubble, sending it cross. That's not going to be on target, but retrieving it will be Lewis. Lewis now sending it to that back line. Simon looking for an angle, sending it right back to Lewis. You got Viatrex on the upper geo, Nillywick at the other upper geo, so they're really framing this, but making the drive is just going to be Simon. So with Nillywick and Viatrex framing the goal at the upper geo, Simon just realizing he has the lane to drive forward. He's going to send that into the upper pocket, and at 4 meters, that looks pretty good.
Really good read. They had the defense spread out to all of their individual positions like you were calling out, but it opened up just a hole through the center, and he walks it in for 2. A great answer back, but it is still, you know, a 3-pointer to a 2-pointer, so a little bit of a chipping away still happening here. Now only a 6-point lead. As an awkward back pass there floats in the midfield. Smash Dash prepping for an attack.
And Streetboo sitting up to Slin. Slin back to Streetboo. And Streetboo trying to pull out that defender, trying to get a stun, but he's going to throw an interception. So Simon now with possession, sending it forward into the bubble. It's going to be wide of the goal, but bouncing off the back wall will be picked up by Lewis. You can see this forward positioning from Team Gravity. They're going to opt to send it back to Simon as this Team Gravity offense just gets in position, but a turnover at the ceiling.
Huge.
And looking to recover it will be that stack from Smash Dash. Not able to find it off that bounce. It will go in the hands of Lewis for that smack through. But now at the floor, that Team Gravity stack will grab it. Nillywick actually grabbing out of the hand of his teammate, and will be turned over now to Smash Dash. But this is back and forth now with Dej with possession in the tube, trying to send it through, but it's going to be in the hands of Viatrex of Team Gravity.
Game's starting to speed up a little bit here in these last 2 minutes. These teams starting to play a little bit faster. You see those stacks coming in a little bit quicker here, and we'll see if the Team Gravity squad can pile onto their lead. This is a great pass, a great cross. Lewis reaches out and snags it nearly out of his grasp, but somehow manages to get that pass and put it in for 2.
An excellent pass on that cut. We've seen at least 3 really great cut passes from Team Gravity, and just Smash Dash is having such difficulty getting into the bubble to execute their own cuts. So now Streetboo 2QB, Streetboo sending it right to, and Team Gravity just perfectly predicting that. Nillywick with possession, Nillywick sending it forward into the bubble, and that drive's going to be good from Team Gravity, so that's another 2 points.
Wow, that rollout. They waited to do that rollout because they let Smash Dash throw to that right side consistently throughout this series and when they went on their offensive joust. And when it mattered the most, they decided to attack and expose that weakness that they identified, get that intercept, and then perfectly set up. Again, the pass to the right side gets
So we are back with this game. We are in the second round. Smash Dash to take the first 2 points off the start of the second round. Now with possession is Simon. I'm Sputnik Cobra. I'm with Nightfire, and now making this drive behind the goal. It's going to be stopped by Slin, but glad to be back, Nightfire.
Yeah, a little technical hiccup there. That happened from time to time, but we managed to bring the stream right back in time for round 2. Only a few points scored. As I say that, Slin's going to add on a few more. The first round, you may be confused on those as we sort out all of the. Again, we have to get the. We're coming in after a quick tech reset. The first round did go to Team Gravity in commanding fashion. So for Smash Dash to come out of the gate here in round 2 spot and manage to have this lead right now is impressive.
Absolutely. So Team Gravity now with possession, looking to respond. Nillywick up to Simon. Simon at the ceiling, moving off that Geo, evading that defense. Viatrex finding that cross pass. They're working their way into the bubble up to the upper Geo with that pass. Nillywick finding that shot, and right now they're just sinking a lot of shots into that upper part of the goal. Just Streepu not able to contest them. And again, another shot at 4 meters. So that seems to be the sweet spot against Streepu.
Yeah, it does indeed. And I mean, geez, you talk about Nillyweek being that new addition to this team, clearly a key element because he has been scoring consistently for Team Gravity. He's been the one that's been finding those twos and dunking them in. And as they roll out, the intercept comes in for a 3. Yikes.
And now that 4-point lead from Smash Dash has just been cut. So 1 point lead now to Team Gravity. Streepu to QB. They need to get past this forward stack that continues to pressure this initial pass, find these interceptions. So now under pressure, Streepu going to get stunned out. That back stack is going to pressure that. And they're not able to find that initial bounce. It will be a slap back to Streepu at double diamonds. Actually, Sendo up to Streepu now. Looks like they're doing a little bit of a change in their positioning as they approach this bubble. But that pass is not going to be on target, bouncing off the upper trench, and it's now going to be in the hands of Viatrex for the clear.
Again, some technical hiccups there. We seem to go into some sort of overlay. But jumping into the action has caused some issues. But we should be back to the gameplay here. Apologies for that. You didn't miss much as the disc did sort of float around in the midfield. But yeah, we had to do a reset of all of the stats and everything, so now he should be good and clean. Everything's in order. That's what that was. That's what the issue was. Now, as we come back just in time, Streepu finds some points.
And when it rains, it pours, but that shot just pouring through the goal in 18 meters, 50 meters a second. So now this 2-point lead swinging back in favor of Smash Dash. Smash Dash giving it their best. We're approaching the halftime mark of this second round. Team Gravity would take the first round now with possession. Simon going for a shot. That one's going to be YB picked up and scooped back in by Team Gravity.
To get that rebound, excellent job of snagging it and putting it in. Ties it up just like that. And look, we have 5 minutes left here, Spud. The game is basically reset, and these teams have to come at it like that. They have to really refocus here for these last 5 minutes.
Absolutely. So Streepu to bank right, try and find an angle for this pass. Under initial pressure, it's going to be a turnover now in the hands of Lewis. Lewis sending it forward into the bubble. That backstack from Team Gravity is not there to find possession, so it will be a clear attempt coming through from Smash Dash to be picked up by Viatrex. Viatrex now opting to send it back into the hands of Nillywick. Nillywick driving this offense forward. These players from Team Gravity are getting their spacing. Simon now looking for this pass below goal. Actually going to go for the shot. It's going to be denied by Streepu. And another clear attempt as this one almost going to sail out through mid, but it's going to be picked up from Team Gravity and sent now into the hands of Sendo.
Just had a tough time getting this disc out of the zone, especially out of the offensive joust. They've been doing a good job of honestly defending and weathering the storm of Team Gravity, at least so far in this round, but we'll see if that can continue because Gravity is capable of putting quick points on the board. We've seen them intercept the offensive joust right away and sink in 3. It's dangerous to really let them burn the clock down and keep things this close, but we'll see what happens as the cross pass does come in, bounces off of the shield awkwardly there, and now scooped up by the defense. Dave able to get a full clear down, but the stack of Team Gravity is there to respond.
And it will be picked up by Nillywick at the back line. Nillywick finding that angle for that forward pass. Smash Dash challenging that pass. It's going to be slapped through, and Smash Dash is going to come away with it with that stun at mid. So Dej now looking for an angle. Dej under pressure, sending it forward. That one's going to bounce off the Geo, or actually be slapped back. But now looking to get possession in the bubble will be that stack from Smash Dash. One of the players will be disabled, but Slin's going to pick it up. Slin now sending it mid to Dej. Dej looking for an angle for that pass. It's going to bounce off the Geo, be recovered by Sendo. Sendo's going to lose it, and that's another turnover. And Smash Dash can't afford that right now.
Yeah, they're here in time. And of course, it's Nillywick. The Nillywick Viatrex stack has just been a it's been the duo that's been applying the pressure nonstop against Smash Dash. And as we get into the later, I mean, hey, there's 3 minutes left. It's a 2-point lead. This is a wild round 2 here, as Smash Dash do a great job of keeping this one close.
That they do, and now with that pass out of the gates to the left wall to Slin up to Sendo. Sendo now down to the floor to Dej. Dej making that drive. Dej putting that in the bottom pocket. And at 6 meters, that's perfectly placed. So now it's tie game. This is back and forth in the second round. Smash Dash looking to prove a point.
No kidding. What a great setup, too. The passing perfectly on point there. Quick passes, that triangle formation, the setup to keep the defense on their toes, pulling them out of their defensive positioning, and then just running it in for 2, keeping this game real close. But Team Gravity are not going to take that line down. They are going to continue to apply the pressure here. And as I say that, the attack setup comes in. The cross pass, Viatrex finds the 2. An excellent setup there from Team Gravity. The back and forth here is wild spot in round 2.
Absolutely, and I was talking about Dej just looking so good on the court earlier. And he's just making so many great plays. Streetboo finding a 3 before. And this is just really Smash Dash at the top of their game. They're contesting Team Gravity. Team Gravity not able to find it. Recovering and challenging that pass. It's going to be a turnover, though, with an interception. Now Team Gravity looking to find it at the wall. Looking to get it off the second bounce. And that stack comes in. Only 1 stun off the backboard. That's going to be wide. So that's a chance for Smash Dash to be recovered at the wall. You can see how physical this play is right now. Just stuns being thrown right and left.
And we are getting into the danger zone for both of these teams. Honestly, if Team Gravity can put a point up here, they're going to make this into a 2-goal lead. They cannot allow that to happen. Nillywick says, I need it to happen. Puts in another 2 off of the backboard pass. And yeah, now it's a 2-goal game with a minute left for Smash Dash. This is not going to be easy.
And Smash Dash wants to force this 3rd round. They want to take this series. They've been playing at their best. They've been able to disrupt Team Gravity. Yeah. And now with possession, Streetboo taking his time, but that's an interception.
No.
This is a shot coming through. That one's going to be wide, so Smash Dash needs to find possession, but it's going to go in the hands of Lewis. Lewis trying to find that pass back. He's going to be slapped forward now to Nillywick. Nillywick down to the post and off the backboard to Viatrex. Viatrex going to find another 2 points, so there's the hopes and dreams of Smash Dash, at least for this series. They're going to be dashed.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Team Gravity, you got to be feeling good right now. You managed to play against a great Smash Dash offense. They were attacking very well. They managed to penetrate some good defensive holds there. They had some great attacks. I mean, they're coming in nice and warmed up with a 2-round W under their belt going into their next game. If you're going up against Team Gravity next, it's going to be a tough match.
Absolutely, and that's our next matchup, which is going to be Team Gravity versus Not. So it's up to Not to try and pressure Team Gravity as well and see if they can pull off somewhat of an impressive performance. We saw Smash Dash really challenge Team Gravity. Team Gravity is the most dominant team in Europe, and there's a reason they are, and they show us that every week.
Yeah, really proving it to us there. Just excellent pass work, very quick stacks, able to get back in defense before any sort of offensive setup could get there in time, and just a great overall game for Team Gravity here to get them the 2-round W. And on the side of Smash Dash, I mean, they almost took a round. You know, they almost took that round 2. It was very close. So good on them to stay that close to that #1 team, who is now 12-0 in the regular season. I mean, that is an achievement spot.
It definitely is. But with that being said, we're going to go into our next match, Smash Dash, Not versus Team Gravity. And we'll take a break. We'll run some videos. I'm Sputnik Cobra. That's been Nightfire, and we're glad to be back with you for Oculus Venues.
third in a row on the way as well off that bounce. Almost rebound, however. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Burden Boy, the double headbutt, and that is a VRML first. Guaranteed. Holy smokes. The double headbutt for the 3. Big brain, biggest brain. That was insane.
These not able to stop those 2 passes. They're gonna get stopped in the backcourt, and then shot off the backboard. Stopping that one is Stody.
Disc and then spreading out and ultimately helping each other as there was stun outs and saves. Although right now, 4 Kings does have an attack. Ender working his way along the ceiling. Cruisin coming in. Cruisin working his way. Dip and dive in. They're back up by 1. Will that close it out? I think it will. 4 Kings take the round and the match.
Round out. Saluna gets that one tapped out. It's out of the bubble. 15 seconds. .com looking to track it down. Saluna gets there. So try to send it out off of the root block. .com picks it up. 10 seconds. .com sending that one over to Mamba. Mamba taking his time. 5 seconds. Up to Zax. Stop. One more opportunity. Bringing it in. The stop by steal. We're going to overtime.
Last thing that Rush needed to see go in. That said, if they see that go in, it's gonna be the ice. And Connor, the arms up, hands down, and game. End of the round. It's in the books. Not only to hope for that 3rd round, but also because they still have to go play again and just minutes from now as well. So a lot of factors coming in as they come in hot, but a snag from Ryan, not giving them anything easy.
Yeah, this one long shot here. Their OJ picks it up. It sends it in for
all about that control. They can't afford to let anything in. 3-2 or otherwise.
At this point, any goal from either team is going to solidify a victory. And with the interception there by Tsunami, this is dangerous for sure. But the save, and then the steal, and the stun, and the steal, and the interception, and the clear, and the interception. What is happening?
All the S's, but SOS. It's gonna be another attempt to the backboard. Another grab. Amazing from King. He had the saves, he had the grabs, he had the steals, and indeed we got ourselves.
Welcome back, everybody. A brief intermission as we get now prepared for Not versus Team Gravity. My name is Nightfire with 2 E's. I'm joined by Sputnik Cobra. Sput, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. We got Swift, one of our casters, playing today, and Alakos, one of the cameramen. I always love watching them play. I'm always secretly cheering them on, although I don't always, let that through.
Yeah. We got to root on our fellow casters. Absolutely. There's no shame in that, I don't think. But it's not going to be an easy game for this team. This is a matchup that if you're definitely not looking forward to, especially when you're, ranked 9th in the master tier. You're on sort of, I wouldn't say death's door, but you're if you're a 9th or 10th team in the master tier, you're going to have to compete in what is called the Challenger Cup. We have these every 5 weeks, and the bottom 2 teams from the master tier face off against the top 4 teams from the ladder. It's a really cool cup, and I'm looking forward to it. But if you are in those bottom, if you are 9th or 10th, you have to face off in that cup and compete for your chance to stay in the master tier. And that next cup is going to be one of the most important because it's going to determine who's going to be in that master tier leading into the finals. And so there's a lot on the line, if you will. But we'll see what Not can do against Team Gravity. The very least, it's going to be 2 great teams going off against each other.
Most definitely. And there was actually a post from Swift. I feel like I have to discuss this. So Swift saying that there are a bit of a few changes happening at Not after this cycle. So Swift will be retiring. Well, he might be taking a break from play. Retiring is a really strong word, Nightfire. I definitely don't like to say it. I retired. I know that you retired from playing Onward.
Well, you never stop playing the game, and the beautiful thing is if he does stop playing and you were a fan of his and you did enjoy watching him on Not, you can hear him all the time. He's a great caster. He's been casting a lot of matches. He's not going to be gone from the community by any means if he stops playing, at least competitively for now. And I mean, hey, you can always rejoin a team at any time. I've gotten danger close to joining some Onward teams as of late, but yeah, it's you're never out of the game, Spud.
I mean, I still play here and there, but I am I'm a shadow of my former competitive self. I definitely don't have what it takes anymore to compete at the highest level and maintain that focus. It's so difficult to maintain and keep that focus. I mean, you can always still have that mechanical skill, but I feel like the first thing to go is that edge that you develop after playing for so long.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's in this game of all things is it's an incredibly physical sport. You know, the youth shine in places like this. You know, and so it's just good to see. I don't know. I don't hate it. You know, maybe he needs to feel he needs to take a break. Whatever his reasoning is, I think it's a smart decision. So, you know, do what you got to do for your team, and I'm honestly looking forward to what the changes will result in with Not, because I know that Not esports isn't going to go away.
And you know, I feel like you're with the youth. You say the youth shine. Are you saying that we're too old now? But with that being said, I'll leave you on that note. We're about to begin this first round in this matchup between Not and Team Gravity.
At the very least, you and me are. Either way, we're into it. Round one kicking off. We'll see who's going to get this joust. It's going to be Not. They kick it off with a nice clear down range. There's the stack come charging in. They're going to look for some early goals as the ding off of the crossbar comes out. The full clear comes down, and the disc floats into the midfield as Gravity continue to try and attack now.
So we'll be picked up at the floor and smacked out by Not able to recover it at the tube. Charlie 13 with possession. He's got a forward pass. He's got a cross pass. And nice triangular passing from Not. And you see they get the stun. Team Gravity will get the stun on Ninja Knight. And this clear will come through. And that stack from Team Gravity will come through, meeting it at the wall. Now Nillywick looking for this angle. And he's going to put that one in for 3 points at 9 meters. So that's 3 points to start off this first round. And they go to Team Gravity.
And I mean, even that, you know, these open threes, we see them happen from long range, from bounces off the ceiling, from half court. But even the close ones are tough. That shot almost missed, but it just dinged off of the inner corner there. Maybe that's a tactical shot there to hit that corner, but danger close either way. Here comes a shot on goal that does go a bit wide as Gravity continue to try and apply the pressure. They've gotten themselves a nice 3-0 lead. They want to pile on now. Not have been doing well to, well, they had a great attack out the gate. Let's see if they can get their hands on the disc again and apply that pressure. Great defensive stop there.
And a few stuns coming along through the wall. So Ninja Knight now with possession, sending it left to Swift. Swift about to be pressured. Actually, Team Gravity opting to move back. Now they're going to face him, and they're going to create that pressure to pass back to Alikos. Alikos now sending it forward deep to Charlie 13. Charlie 13 is going to lose it off that stun. Maybe too deep of a pass, allowing that defense to make that stun. And now Team Gravity with possession, sending it forward to Viatrex. Viatrex sending it right back to Simon. So Team Gravity slowing it down now. They have 3 points, 2 minutes off the clock, and they're just maintaining the pace of this game now.
Yeah, they're really taking command of it. They don't want to let Not play them too fast, which is what they were doing. They were trying to get a little too quick on their shots on goal, and Not was able to defend in the chaos. And now they're trying to play this one methodically. A nice cross pass and a fantastic save from Alikos as he scoops it up, snags it, and clears it down range.
And looking to pick it up will be Not, but they're just not able to do that. Perfect maneuver by Simon would evade 2 of those defenders. So now that pass back to Nilly back to Lewis, and we see this again. Yep. They're controlling the pace of this game with this really precise passing. Now Nillywick just driving that in, but Alikos able to trying to bait that shot, put his hands through the goal line and find that save, and that clears it to come through. But Not needs to find their stacks, and they got to get possession. And now with possession and the shot's going to be Alikos. So Alikos making the plays there, throwing his hands in the air, a little bit pumped, and he should be happy with that shot.
I mean, that was an excellent sequence to come in from Alikos. The way he played that goal, that defense was really interesting. You know, he sat back, almost waiting for the backboard shot so he could grab it if it came in. And then as soon as he saw it was coming in from the front, he flashes forward with his arms outstretched and snags it. An open goal 3 goes a bit wide there, but then to come in and snag the 3, impressive nonetheless. The attack comes in from Gravity and doesn't find any purchase, but stays into the hands of Gravity, and well, they still dictate the pace here, Spud.
So with possession is Nillywick. Nillywick setting it to the floor. That's going to be wide, not able to recover it. So far as Team Gravity at the wall, it's going to be a challenge. Stun coming through. Ninja Knight to pick it up. Ninja Knight's now sending that interception to Viatrex. So it's a tie game right now, 6 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. These teams really bring everything to Venues.
These have been some awesome matchups so far today. Team Gravity doing so good to attack against very skilled teams that continue to apply the pressure. The stun's coming in on everyone here as the clear does get, scooped up. Man, Team Gravity, as Lewis finds the 3, does so good of getting these rebounds. It's so hard to clear once the Gravity offense has set up their attack.
So Gravity would remain stationary at mid ceiling for that backcourt and not sending that clear, and they're just able to react and find that interception. So now Alakaz, the QB, setting that interception. The shot coming through. That one's going to ding off the back of the goal. It's going to be picked up at the ceiling by Lewis. Lewis now facing the goalie, and he's going to be able to get around them and find the 2 points.
Alakaz tried to get up there and stun him out, but Louis doing a bit of a backboard juke there to find the 2, piles onto their lead, and yeah, now it's a nice 5-point lead, 2-goal lead. But hey, we're only in the halfway mark here, so for not to be keeping it this close, certainly impressive. We'll see if they can try and tack on a few more points onto the scoreboard here and close down this gap, keep this game close, at least in round 1.
So Ninja Knight to throw that disc off the Geo, a little bit of an error, but you see previously Alakaz now getting the stun. Alakaz was QBing. He actually kind of taunted that stack from Team Gravity, trying to get them to attack him. And now with possession is Viatrex at the back line, under pressure from Charlie 13, sending it forward along the floor to Simon. Simon sending that one forward now to Lewis. And just Lewis trying to find this long shot angle. It's going to bounce off the pebble, so that angle will be shut down. But this follow-up shot from Lewis, able to recover his rebound off the pebble. Now, 11 points on the board for Team Gravity.
And Swift just could not get him there. Lewis was juking him out. They had to try to do the man-on-man coverage, and it's why we're not seeing a lot of fast stacks flying around right now. It's because it seems that Gravity is really splitting out and forcing the likes of not to do the same. So Alakaz, again, like you said, baiting out that stack, trying to force them to charge him, tries to get the pass out, but it doesn't work. Intercepted, and now the attack comes in from Gravity yet again. They really want to pile onto this lead.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an insult to injury. I don't know who insulted who first, but Alakaz dinging that one off the Geo, almost getting punished for that gesture. Now with possession of Swift. Swift under pressure himself. He's going to get stunned out as he tries to throw that through the tube. It's now going to be in the hands of Team Gravity. Lewis with possession. They've got these 3 players on a straight line, and they're trying to make this drive towards the bubble, but getting stunned out would be that possession holder. Now the clear coming through from Not. Looking to bounce into the hands of a player from Nod. They just got to get to it, but that slap through from Team Gravity will be true. And now they'll maintain possession with that pass off the wall.
Almost had that attack opportunity there set up, but Simon able to scoop it up and takes a little half-court shot. 14-3 now, the lead up to 11, and with 3 minutes left, it's really going to be something special for Not to be able to come back from this. But I mean, geez, for the first 5 minutes, Not did a great job of keeping it close, and I wonder if maybe we go into, as we head into round 2, they can sort of change that pace a little bit. Team Gravity with the intercept and another 3.
And we saw this in the previous matchup between Smash Dash. Team Gravity sitting that forward stack, able to preempt those passes, those initial passes from the QB, find these interceptions, make the 3s, and now 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. Alakaz to QB. He's not going to slow it down this time. He's not going to taunt that stack. Trying to find possession will be Ninja Knight able to recover it, sending it forward to Swift. Swift trying to make this drive into the bubble, and he's going to get stunned out before he can complete the shot. So now with possession at the walls, Charlie 13 sending it. And then behind the goal, it's Swift, but Swift's going to ding it. And Nillywick's just going to send that right out.
Huge save from Nillywick there. A nice back pass to the backboard and a shot getting scooped up. Now another setup attempt. The cross pass goes a bit wide. This is going to get punished. Nillywick may have an opportunity to take a shot on goal. He's going to go for it. It goes a bit wide, bounces a bit awkward, and go floating around in the zone of Nantes, but the attack is certainly going to come in as Charlie can't hold on to that one.
So now it's going to be a 3-19 game, 90 seconds on the clock. We're only in the first round of this matchup, and it's just such a big task to take on Team Gravity. We've seen it with Phantoms. We've seen it now with this new team in EU called Intoxicated, which is also incredibly strong. And I think these are now the top 3 teams. But every other team just gives it their best against Team Gravity. And this long shot coming through, it's going to be off the backboard and dinging. It's going to be looked to be picked up by Swift. Swift's not able to get it. Viatrix now sending it into the bubble. And Alikos going to come out and challenge it, going to get that stun on Lewis. But Alikos is not going to be able to find it. He's out of the bubble. He's looking to recover. And with possession now is Team Gravity sending another cheeky shot off the upper Geo. That would be on target if not for being saved by the goalkeeper of Nantes.
A nice snag there by Ninja to prevent that one from going in. I don't know how he read that one. Very quick reaction time. But again, Team Gravity getting the rebounds and continuing their attack. The pass up to the top of the zone. The cross pass to the center. Viatrix finds 2, and they're 2 points away from Mercy here. The clock ticking down. I don't even know if they'll have the option, but if you're not, it's going to be a tough. You really got to, I think at this point they've obviously sort of accepted their fate, if you will, that they're not going to be able to win this round. And so they've already started to reset for round 2. I'm curious what they can do in round 2, because if they can keep it close, the formula of Team Gravity doesn't come into play here. To what you were saying earlier, but it's right around the point when there's maybe 13 or a 14-point lead that then Team Gravity, maybe a little bit less, 12 or 11-point lead, that Team Gravity goes, okay, now we're going to intercept. Now we're going to bury the hatchet. And they did it almost every round that we've watched here today, where once they have a little bit of a lead, they suddenly turn on the gas on defense, these intercepts, and then quick threes. And that's the shutdown mechanic. If you can prevent the lead from ever really getting up, I don't know if Team Gravity is going to throw out that quick defensive pace there. And so I think it's just a matter of keeping things close, which, hey, not easy against Gravity. Understandable. They're 12-0 for a reason.
Absolutely. And I know that Swift and Alikos, their goal right now is just to have fun and enjoy themselves. And as we see Alikos just dancing a little bit for the camera, he's really getting that message through that they're here to have fun, as Swift plans to leave the roster and take a break. And he did say that he did tweet. He said that I plan to return. This isn't the end of my play, and he has a lot of time ahead of him to play at this height. So with that being said, we're now going to go into round 2.
And hey, maybe again it'll make that as we get into round 2. I'll hold the note for later. But Steve comes out with this joust, not try to get up there early, but it's a bit of a headbutt that pushes it into Nantes' zone. Not able to snag it here though and clear it down range. Maybe they can attack and get themselves another early lead. It would be a nice way to kick off round 2.
And with that back pass now to Nillywick. Nillywick sending it forward along the wall and under pressure. Alikos is going to find it. Alikos now sending it up to Charlie 13. Charlie 13 is going to find those 2 points at 5 meters. So now not able to find the first 2 points of this game in this second round. And maybe they're trying to find some momentum again. They had a near mercy in the first round, and it's up to them to make all the difference.
I mean, this is it's a big opportunity for Nantes. If they can somehow manage to get a win against Team Gravity here, they're out of that contention for the Challenger Cup. It's a big series to be able to take, and so at the very least they've got an early lead. It's going to be tough to hold on as Team Gravity continue to attack. The backboard shot from Nillywick goes behind the goalie, and things are instantly tied up. That 2-point lead squandered quickly.
And Ninja Knight definitely not a goalie. And coming in would be Alikos, patting him on the head, saying good job. But I'm really loving how expressive Nantes is in this matchup.
Hey, they're really, oh no, there's I stand corrected. Team Gravity throwing out a quick defensive stack there to get the early intercept, and they do it right out the gate here. They want to get their lead back. The disc floating around now in the zone of Nantes, but a couple of slaps causing some wild passing. And again, this is just Team Gravity controlling the pace, right, Spud?
Absolutely. So Simon with possession. Simon making this drive towards the goal. He has a pass opportunity at ceiling at upper Geo. But making that pass in the bubble and making the save will be Ninja Knight. So Ninja Knight denying that opportunity. It's still a tie game. 2 minutes off the clock. That clear will go through mid, and looking to find it will be not, but that backline player of Team Gravity has that advantage. So Viatrex now sending that pass to Nillywick at tube. Nillywick gonna go for an upper geo shot, but another shot following up from that snack. Simon with possession at the floor. Oh no, they're gonna do it.
Yikes.
And that's 2 more points to Team Gravity.
Oof, the juke stack walk-in, it's tough to deal with, and yeah, gets them 2, and now the lead in the hands of Team Gravity. We'll see if Not can bounce back from this. If they can get the disc out of their offensive joust is going to be the question. How are they going to go with this rollout? They managed to dodge the instant push out. This is an open goal 3 opportunity. As I say that, you can see the Nillywick floating in from the cube. He's there waiting to defend. The stack defense is here back in time. Lewis tries to back pass and scores a 3 on his own team.
Well, perfectly executed self goal nonetheless, so that's a 1-point advantage now to Not in the second round.
Oh, now, hey, that's literally the worst possible scenario, worst possible case for a back pass.
I mean, that might be karma for the juke train from earlier, so, you know, these teams are just having fun right now. That might have not been so much fun for them. But now with possession, Simon at the floor. Simon setting that cut pass. There is no goalie. So Viatrex is going to take that one in, and they're going to be back in the lead by 1 point.
You know, and Gravity is not going to let this one get out of reach. You know, they're going to keep this game close. It's going to require a lot of effort from Not to be able to take a lead, and maybe a little bit of effort from Gravity as well for them to be able to take a lead as the headbutt offensive joust comes in, scooped up the shot. Goes a bit wide on goal. Another 2-pointer going a bit wide, and 2 open goals being missed here. Not could be back and defending. They are here in time. Another missed shot.
I think Charlie 13 would headbutt that. Definitely not on purpose, but being in the right place at the right time. And that pass is going to be back. So these teams just look to be a little bit off balance, both of them. They're playing with just, you know, some weird energy right now. And now Lewis sending that through tube, that's not going to be there. And at the ceiling's going to be picked up by Nillywick. Nillywick losing it off that stun. And trying to find it at mid will be Swift. Swift's going to lose it. What is going on right now, Nightfire?
Look, it is weird energy. Look at Lewis. He's playing sideways. He's not even upside down or right side up. There's all kinds of interesting play getting shown here as another clear down range. And this is going to be Team Gravity pushing up the lead a little bit more.
And Nillywick's not having none of that. He's going to find it at 13 meters. He's going to stick to the basics. He's going to throw that one in. And now 4-point lead to Team Gravity. And, I mean, this has been an entertaining match for me nonetheless.
Yeah, it does seem like it's getting a little bit sloppy, but we'll see what the Smash Dash can do. Alakost trying to find an open pass out his offensive joust, but the defensive pressure is there. He tries to dive out and get the stun for that cross pass, but Lewis just says, I'll take the 2, and finds it off of that anchor shot. And this is Gravity being Gravity. I mean, they are, again, the #1 team in EU for a reason. They are just... It's so hard to defend against them. They're passing so on point. Their defense so quick. They're so great at getting these intercepts off the offensive joust that it takes a lot of effort to even get yourself to be able to attack against the likes of Team Gravity. So for not to be able to have these points that they do is interesting as Charlie finds another few more, puts them on board, 2 more points.
So it's going to be joust advantage down to Team Gravity. And with all this weird energy, I think they're starting to buckle down and get a little bit more serious. We saw that juke train earlier from Team Gravity, and now they're really buckling down and playing with a little bit more serious of a tone. Lewis, they're going to lose it. Lewis now sending it forward. It's going to be picked up by Viatrex. Viatrex finding that pass forward to Simon, and that non-stack is right there to contest. So Charlie 13 finding that clear through tube, and that non-stack looking to find it at ceiling. This is an opportunity. They're going to set it in for 3, so now only a 1-point advantage to Team Gravity in the second round.
Yeah, and I mean, now things, we shifted gears quite suddenly here, and with these last 3 minutes, the pace is going to be ramped up a little bit. We'll see if really Not can weather the storm, because I'm sure Team Gravity are going to turn it on here. And hey, Not's kept it close at the very least here, 10-11. We'll see if they can capitalize now. A great intercept, a mail slot shot goes missed. Tried to get snagged, but still doesn't find the right angle, and into the hands now of Swift. Tries to find the 2 off the lower end of the goal. That dings wide and floats into the midfield.
And Team Gravity pick it up, sending it forward. That actually might be on target. That's going to ding, but it's going to be picked back up. And now taking his time, Simon's going to dunk that one in. 3-point lead, so Swift not able to find that previous shot. It would ding off the crossbar, and Team Gravity able to find those 2 points off that slam dunk by Simon.
And we're getting into the danger, the danger minutes, Sput, because the lead is a 1-point lead right now for the likes of Team Gravity, and if that turns into a 2-point lead with only a minute left again, it's going to be tough for Smash Dash to bounce back. Again, if Smash Dash can answer back here, keep things close, the opportunity for a round 2 win is very much there.
So we'll be found by Simon. Simon sending it forward, and Lewis going to steal the 3 from him and just drift backwards into the goal for a slam dunk. Now a 5-point lead to Team Gravity. And Team Gravity, whether they're trying or not trying, this is an entertaining match. And, this might be one of the last matches we'll see of Swift for some time, so I'm glad to be casting him. Now Alikos to QB. Alikos not dabbing this time. So, trying to evade that stack. He's just had that interception right in the hands of Viatrex. Viatrex is going to sink that 3. So now, less than 90 seconds on the clock. Now an 8-point lead to a much more serious Team Gravity.
Yeah. Yep. They've turned it on, so to speak. And, hey, again, hats off to Not for keeping it close for this long. But now it's multiple goals for this Not team that they have to score within a minute's time. I'm sure Not still going to try to attack, apply the pressure, but the pass up gets scooped up. Lewis now taking control, and he's going to look to try and pile on a few more points to this lead. The stun, the bounce off of the shield, and it floats in front of the face of Alikos, who can't do anything about it.
But dance, that's the only thing that he can do, and he's going to do it. So maybe celebrating with them on that shot, he would be stunned out, not able to challenge it. So 30 seconds left on the clock, 11-point lead to Team Gravity. They're just going to headbutt it. So it will be picked up by Simon. Simon making this drive towards the goal. He's going to go for an unorthodox shot. It's going to bounce off the upper geo. And now in the hands of Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight's going to lose it. But right now, these teams are just having some fun.
Yep, and it's... It is what the VRML is really ultimately about when it comes down to it. Yes, there's prizing on the line when we get down to that tournament phase, and there's some good prizes on the line. Don't get me wrong, with tons of great sponsors, cash prizing, it's great. But at the same time, the heart of the league is to simply play to enjoy the game. It's to play to have fun. And it's good to see at the end of the day that these Master Tier teams still know how to have fun with the game. What it really is a solid performance from Team Gravity, snagging that second round quite easily, and it's what you would expect. They're number 1 team, undefeated, going up against a team that is going to be undergoing some roster changes. They're in a state of flux, if you will. Yeah, it's totally understandable for what we saw here today. But either way, Not still showing that they have some very talented players on their team. Some great saves coming in there from Alikos, and some good attacks too, from the whole squad of Not. So, again, I'm looking forward to what the roster shakeups do to this Not team. They're gonna have to be a team we keep an eye on.
Absolutely. But with that being said, we're gonna be going into the 3rd match. I'm Sputnik Cobra. That's been Nightfire, and we'll be right back after this short break.
everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Tail here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my God, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save.
Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth to the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to Jay for Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there. Wide open shot going off that backboard. He's going to find that.
We're going to be saved by Jay for Jack now. Going to be taking that long shot. In fact, Grimy.
They still have time, 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to score this with a nice top pass onto VTX.
Aim, it's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for Jay for Jack.
Chuck, not Norris, right here, looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Celicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
Another interception and another again, so just good. Absolutely excellent positioning.
Having a lot of chaos. Nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back. Another strike from Strike.
Winner. Now it's interception by Wolf. It's going to get stopped by Chuck. No Norris, who has a 3-point available. Going to go for the half court. It's going to bounce in. Nice shot by Chuck. This next point is going to be critical for each team, which Beach Player with a 3-point opportunity going to stink it in.
Passing around, trying to bring in on the baked potato goalie, and just like that,
make its way to him as well. The cross pass coming through from Conrad. Another cross pass from Steffo.
There's no goalie there, so if they can win this race, which is just like that, Beach Player gonna be.
Now Caesar with the cross pass does not make it. Tries to shoot negative with an amazing save.
But Grammy trying to take this one. Not going to go to Twang Pants. The cross pass quickly to Padish, putting it right into the top of the goal.
And they've got the stack first to get there. Another open three-pointer, and it's in.
All doing nice pass onto Grumpy. Grumpy tries to juke out the player. Gets one more pass onto the shield.
From Wrath, and will not be there. The first attempt or the second. Steel Sky in the hottest second. That is Molten Steel in the goal.
Steel Curtain strikes again. Moonface. Rusty Robots came very close to taking that third round as well. But we're going to get into the second round of this one between and oh my God, again. The same team. It's the same team.
Chuck is just going to look up high. Maybe a self bounce trying for that, but instead a turnover and maybe even. It's Caesar.
But the clear from Blank right there, going for the nice save. Bad Elmo.
Previously I'm Ding. Oh, what a setup. Oh, what a lesson. Oh, buddy. Double stun there. They've got some numbers here coming in. Link 1 setting up Chuck, not Norris.
They're adapting to Everest. They realize they're relying on these starts, but Steffo.
Send this one down. They're going to get down there first. Picked up there by Link 1. Stop. Steel Skydiver is ridiculous.
That is just nasty. Got to do it again, though. Oh, he will. Steel Sky has gotten to a new level.
He was under pressure, sending it back. Sluna's the only one there. Sluna has Caesar up ahead, taking the shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 41 meters out from the other side of the tube. Chocolate, a boost here. They're going to look for a dribble. No, Lit's just going to peel off. Sweet Tooth sending it across. What an interception by Sluna. She's lining up the shot. No way. No way.
This is Echo Arena.
And welcome back, venues, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, everybody. As I can hear an echo from somebody here in comms. But yes, I am Monsieur de Mouy, joined now by It's Me, Ollie. I am still on the cameras, but Ollie, what's going on, man? We got a Blank versus Envy coming up, and kind of excited for this one.
I'm definitely excited for this one as well. Both teams are doing good this season, both teams in Master Tier, obviously, and I remember casting a Blank versus Gravity match, and Blank did very well in that match, so I'm excited to see how they play against Envy. It's definitely going to be a good match.
A good match indeed, and I know Blank, a whole bunch of J4Jack in particular, had a whole bunch of highlights in the Challenger Cup reel that I put together last week. The number of times I heard Swift yell, excuse me, that was Envy. No, that was Blank. Are they swapping sides now? I'm confused. I think they are swapping sides. Blank is going to be on the right in blue now, so I think there was a bit of swappage there, so we'll get that fixed up here. But yeah, J4Jack, and the number of times I heard Swift say J4Jack's name in that highlight reel was quite was notable, because it was quite a few times, and J4Jack had some great shots. I'm very interested to see how Blank perform against Envy here in this Master Tier matchup in Europe, as we should be getting started soon. Teams are we're just waiting on the teams to ready up. Once they do, we will get rolling in this Venues cast. But also, shout out to all you watching in Venues. Echo VR, if you've not played it, is a free game available on the Quest. And of course, all of you are on your Quest if you are in Venues. And all you got to do is hit that flat button on the right controller, the Oculus button. It'll pull up your Oculus menu. Then you can search up Echo VR in the store there, and a free game, going to be free forever. Got some really cool features being released soon, but we are getting started here in round one between Envy and Blank, as these teams are lining up for their neutral joust.
And it will be Envy taking initial possession off the headbutt into the side of Blank. Will be picked up by J4Jack, who will get the slap off. Not quite getting it out their side, and it will be into the hands of National. National now sending it across to Niles. So Niles making his way forward. He will look for a pass, and he will send it across to BK. Playing this very slowly on their offense. As BK sends it up to Story, and Story does send it in just off the head of Paddish, so unlucky, but nonetheless, it does go in for the 2.
Yeah, it was off to the head of Paddish there, rolled in. It looked like it hit an arm too. Of course, the disc doesn't collide with arms, but that's what it looked like, at least from my perspective. So we'll be Blank here with the joust advantage as Envy gets that first 2 on the board. Coming out, picked up there by Toesis. Toes sending this one up to Twang. Twang going to send one up to J4Jack. J4Jack going to go back to Paddish there, left side, far side. And Paddish going to send this one another back pass there, lateral to Twang. Twang sending that one up to J4Jack. J4Jack now far side there on the floor, looking to set up here on offense for Blank, and to go for that reset to Paddish on the back line. Paddish sending it in. Here sidewall, getting stunned out with 20 pants, and it will turn over. That is National picking up, getting that one cleared out here. Chan is going to get down to it. They have a lane. Ooh, they can't actually get to the disc. They overshoot it twice. In fact, BK picking it up. BK up to National. National cross. In the hands there, Stody. Stody back to National. National will plant that one in for the 2. Envy's up by 4.
Will now be Blank taking joust advantage. Envy with 4 points. Blank still with 0 as we do approach the 8-minute mark of this first round of Envy versus Blank.
It's going to be Blank here with this joust advantage, handled there by Toesis. Toes sending this one to the left side tube there to Twang. Twang's looking to get that one to J4Jack. He gets a really good lead here, but to pick that one up, far side on the floor, though that one is going to turn over. National picking it up. National now sending that one out. Going to bounce down to the floor there. Bouncing around in the hands of Toesis. Toesis going to get this one cleared back out all the way down into the Envy zone, near the Envy bubble, but National with that chain, able to get a good pick up there. Send it to the far side trap, where Blank's going to pick that one up, move this one in on offense here. Good for a reset to Paddish on the back line.
Paddish now sending it back to Twang. It will just go a bit low, and a turnover of to BK will happen. Now BK looks like he is going for the long shot, and it will just ding off the rim. Would have been a very nice shot, but nonetheless it goes in the hands of Tanals. I believe that was, and Story putting it in for another 2. Putting Envy now at 6 points on the board with 6 points on the lead. Blank still with 0 as you do approach 7 minutes.
Yeah, beautiful shot there from Stody, hitting that post on the way in. And now will be Blank here with his joust advantage. Toes this quick pass here to the right tube to J4Jack. J4Jack sending that one up, but it will turn over. No, it'll be back in the hands of Paddish. Paddish sending a reset there To the back line, the Twang Pants sending this one back up. J for Jack now looking for a cross pass. Does get that one to Tosis. Tosis now moving in on the bubble. Going to go for another reset there. To Paddish on the back line. As the back line moves in, Paddish sending this one up. Going to be in the hands of Tosis on the ceiling. Tosis. Another reset there to Twang Pants. Just a lot of disc movement right now. A lot of cycling. Try to open up lanes in that bubble. I think they find what they're looking for, and there it is. Blank is going to get their first 2 on the board, cutting that lead down to 4 here. 6-2, still in favor of Envy, but Blank breaking the ice.
Will now be Envy taking their first joust advantage of this first round. It is 6-2 in favor of Envy. Envy now rolling out will be Stoty taking the QB, send it over to Teniles. Teniles will be able to pick it up after a bounce, send it up to BK. BK across to National. National just backing out to Stoty, trying to slow down their play, open up their passes. Now Stoty sending it across to BK. BK getting pressured, send it over to Teniles. Teniles walking his way in, and he will put it in for another 2. Putting Envy now at 8 points. Blank still at 2 as we do approach 5 minutes.
Yeah, approaching that halfway mark of round 1. Envy going up by 6 here as Blank is going to set up in the tubes here. Looking to joust on offense, coming out with possession. Tosis quickly going up to the ceiling there. Going to send that one over to Twang Pants. Twang Pants going to go back to Tosis. Tosis back to Twang Pants. Twang Pants sending it through. J for Jack, not quite able to get the grab on it, and National will pick it up. National now turning it around. Ooh, off of the head there, Tosis bouncing up to the ceiling, not quite turned over. National gets a touch on it, but he gets stunned out. BK trying to track it down, does, and uses the friendly as the anchor to get this one sent all the way down into the blank bubble. It's going to careen around the bubble there up to the ceiling. Going to have a race for it into the hands of National. National wants to take that shot. No, it looked like he was going to set up to the Niles. He does, and Niles is going to hit that one for the 2, and Envy is up by 8.
Envy up by 8 with 10 on the board, Blank with 2. As we do just hit the 5-minute mark, approaching 4.5 minutes. As it will be Blank taking joust advantage. Blank will roll out. It will be Tosis taking QB. Tosis this time making his way forward instead of staying at the nest or at the Geo at the start there. Tosis now sending it in the trench. It looks like there's a shot. It will just ding. Now into the hands of J for Jack. J for Jack looking for a pass. Getting set up, but a nice save from Stoty. Will deny that shot as he does get the clear out.
This one all the way down into the blank bubble. 3 blue players there looking to track it down. And J for Jack got a hand on it, but he got stunned out now in the hands of BK. J for Jack does get it back, and he's going to get that one sent out to mid. But bouncing back into the zone. All the way back to the bubble. BK's there to pick it up. BK trying to he was looking for that pass across the National. Will go to National. But a little off the mark. Now bouncing down the floor. Will turn over. Tosis touches it, but Stoty with it. Stoty going off the backboard. That shot a bit wide as J for Jack picking it up now for Blank. Looking for that clear. Does get the clear. They have a stack chasing after it. It's down on the floor. Tosis taking the shot. It's the bottom side of the cone on the backboard and back in the hands. Twang Pants with it now.
Twang Pants now trying to go for the long pass, but it will just go wide of his teammate. But back in terms of Paddish. Paddish just sending it back to Twang Pants. Twang Pants now trying to get past that defense. Sends a long pass over to Tosis, but a read from Stoty. He's able to get that away, and with the slap, he will clear out all the way into the side of Blank. Now Blank missing that disc, and Stoty will pick it up, but quickly stunned out by Tosis, and he will recover for Blank. Going for the clear now into the orange side. Going into the orange bubble, nearly bouncing off the backboard in, and now a headbutt from the Envy Stackers National now with the save, the quick save after the quick shot. And it looks like a dribble coming from Envy, which will just be stopped by Tosis momentarily.
This one's the ceiling shot there from BK. And Envy is going to hit that for 3, and now up by 11 is Envy, still with 2.5 minutes to go here in round 1. But yeah, that's I mean, pushing ahead by 11 points, 2.5 minutes. It's not impossible here for Blank, but it is a tall order, particularly against this team Envy.
Tosis now taking QB. We'll send it over to Twang Pants, but Envy is able to get there quickly with the stack, taking that disc off him, now sending it back into the blue bubble. Looks like it could have been a bounce pass, which just missed. Now as Teniles is not able to get there. BK will pick it up, closely followed by Twang Pants, who will get the stun, and he will recover for Blank. Trying to send it through, and he will get it past that backline defense. There is a National. It looks like Envy actually has just gotten back there quickly. There's now Tosis. Sends a pass over to J for Jack, and J for Jack is able to put it in for 2.
A beautiful setup there. Toes to J for Jack. As J for Jack was set up on that right shoulder. And Toes just sends it right to him. J for Jack brings that one in easy, hits at that top pocket. And Blank is going to come back with a 9 here. Still a minute and a half to go in this first round, excuse me. As Stody sending that one across there to the Niles. Niles up to BK. BK looking to get that one across. But just out of reach. Stody able to recover it. Going to send that one in. Camera doing whatever it wants. But that one is going to turn over. J for Jack sending this one all the way down to the bubble. Bouncing up and in. My goodness. My goodness. That was a shot.
Well,
you ever hit one of those, Ollie?
A couple times, but I mean, it's difficult getting it to bounce off the right part of the wall, because I mean, it's like you hit it just like a centimeter off the wrong part and it'll go a completely different direction and off the wall. But it is a nice shot. Now will be a missed pass picked up by J for Jack, making his way forward. He will just get stunned out by Niles, as it will be BK picking up the disc for Envy, just sending it back to Stoty. Stoty now just taking his time. We'll send a clear through as the Envy stack does chase it. And it will be, looks like BK getting there first, sending it quickly across, but there is no one there to recover, to receive even, as J for Jack does intercept that self-pass it could have been, and going for the long shot, but National is there to stop.
And then this one cleared out there by National. National sending it up to Stody. Stody getting that one into the tube and not quite out. And 20 Pants able to get that one, but sending it out into the hands of Stody. Stody sending it back in. That's a long shot going off the barrier. They're picking back up. And Stody hits it for the 3. Envy is going to take a 16-7 lead here. It's a lead at 9 points to end the round as we count down to the end of this one. But yeah, Envy going to take this first round 16-7.
Quite a big lead there for Envy in this first round. 9 points in the lead to finish off, but knowing Blank, kind of knowing them, especially before they were in Master Tay, they did, I think, go 3 rounds pretty much all their games. So I'm assuming what they did was they kind of relaxed a bit more on that first round so that they could adapt, and then in that second round they're probably going to come a lot stronger and counter Envy's plays, and there's going to be a good second round, I can tell you that.
Yeah, and a fantastic first round. You got 2 saves there. J for Jack also picking up 5 points. 2 points there to Tozus. Also save a piece to Twang Pants and Paddish. That's 4 overall for Blank in this one. But game high points, actually a tie between Stody and J for Jack. Both with 5 points in that one. The Niles with 4. BK with 3, National with 2. And then everybody there on Envy picking up an assist in that one. So fantastic, phenomenal performance. Fantominal. That doesn't make sense. I'm trying to mash these words together, but it's not working. But yeah, we are going to get started in round 2 here very, very shortly after Envy taking that first one, 6-7. Do you have any predictions, Ollie, for the second round?
I don't think the lead for Envy is going to be quite as big, and it could even be Blank taking this second round. But at this kind of skill level, it's hard to predict, really, especially after both teams playing so well in the first round. So I mean, we'll just have to wait and see, like I always say.
All right, so teams have launched out here in the second round. Headbutt there from Envy to knock it into the Blank zone here. Picked up there by Stody, who will get the first goal of round 2. 7 seconds in, 2 points to Envy.
The first 2 points for Envy in the second round will give Blank just advantage. That was a 7-second goal, so a very quick goal for Envy as well, getting that early lead, as it is now Blank taking just advantage. It will be Toes taking the QB. We'll send it over to J for Jack. J for Jack getting past that defender. We'll send the long pass over to Twang Pants. Twang Pants making his way forward, and he will get it off the head of the goalie and put it in for the 2. Quickly tying this game up 2-2.
Yeah, that was a glancing blow off of the chin of Stody there. And off of the chin, it does go into the goal. So yeah, 2 points tied up there from Blank. Envy going to have this joust advantage. They're setting up the tubes here, so they're going to launch out. Stody sending it across there to the Niles. The Niles sending that one in. Going to get all the way in to National. National bringing this one in. Is going to hit that one for the 2. And 8 seconds after the last, Envy answers with their own, and they've retaken the lead here. We're less than a minute and a half in.
That's a really good joust from Envy. Envy is able to just get the disc into the blue side, or in the opposing side, very quickly. Like just a couple passes and it's already in their side, and the Blank defense was out of position, so It's a good joust for them to get a quick goal. Now as Tosis will take the QB, this time taking his time. Will be the NV stack headbutting out of his hands, it looks like. Now in the hands of nobody, because this is just a brawl, as National does end up picking up. Going for the long shot, and he will hit it from 24 meters for the 3.
Beautiful shot there from National. I almost missed it there on the shot as well, but that was a beautiful shot. And yeah, we are 9 points into this one. That is, what's that? 4 goals have been scored. We're only 2 minutes in. There's still 8 minutes to go as Blank will come out on the joust advantage. Taken by Tosis. Tosis into the tube. Picked up by Twang. Twang sending that one up. Out of reach of J for Jack. And National will pick that one back up, but Tosis able to get that one on the back line. Tosis going to reset that one to Twang on the back line. Twang up to Jack. Jack now looking for another reset. That one is going to make it to Paddish. Paddish pull that defender all the way out. They sends it up to Tosis. Tosis going back for J for Jack. Jack going across here to Twang Pants. And Twang Pants going across to Paddish. Paddish into the bubble there, looking to get it. I believe that was a bounce pass attempt for Tosis. Picked up now for Jack. And Jack will bring it in for the 2. They're back within 3 is Blank. 7-4 here. Now in possession of Envy.
Envy just 3 points in the lead. Already a smaller gap from what we saw in the first round. So it will be Envy taking Jazz advantage now. Envy rolling out, and it will be Stoty taking the QB, just taking his time on the nest. Trying to dodge that defender, but J for Jack is able to get the stun off as he does kind of read his juke. And now going in, getting saved by Stoty though, taking too long on that shot attempt as he does get the clear now into the blue side. BK picking it up, going for the long shot, and it will just ding off the rim, just a little too far to the left, and it will go back into the mid.
Yeah, somehow that went out of the bubble. Lane is open. National is going to take that shot and hit it for the 3. And just like that, Envy has taken a 6-point lead. There was not a big lane there for National. Goalie was in the area, but didn't quite have it covered. National saw it there, only had a half a second, if that, to react to it. He did. A beautiful reaction as he does get that one in. It's going to be Tosis handling it now for Blank here on the Shells advantage. Tosis over to 20 Pants, turning it over. National taking another one, and he hits it 2 in a row. Now suddenly a 9-point lead to Envy.
Will now be Blank taking Joust advantage as a couple quick goals being scored from Envy. Envy just being able to read that first pass and intercepting it with their extremely fast stack. But now Toes is taking QB, this time getting rid of it over to Jack very fast, but Taniles is able to read it, going for the bounce shot off the roof, and it looks like, and it will just be wide. Would have been unfortunate if that went in. And the Envy stack just bouncing off some Geo there, missing the disc, but we'll be able to recover in hands of BK. BK trying to get it across, but J for Jack will intercept it, looking for that stack from Envy, and he will just get the clear off, but National is there, picking it up, sending it right back through into the hands of Taniles. Taniles is going for another bounce shot off the roof. This time it will be saved by Paddish, but closely followed up by BK stun, and BK will put it in for another 2.
And that's another one there. Envy going up by 11 very, very quickly here. We are just now hitting the halfway mark of round 2 there. So it's going to be another possession here for Blank. Blank desperately needing some points on the board here if they want to push us push this game into a round 3. Tosis holding this one, has that chain right in front of him. Chain just waiting for that pass. They strike on it as it's handled there by Twang. Twang using the Geo to get away from that. Sending it up to Tosis. Tosis over to J for Jack. J for Jack going back. This time to Twang Pants. Twang Pants going back. This time to J for Jack. J for Jack going back. This time to Twang Pants. Twang Pants sending it across in the hands there. Tosis. Tosis reset to Paddish. Paddish going back to Tosis. Tosis out of that stun. Sending for the cross. Goal was open for a moment. J for Jack comes in, strikes, hits it for the 2, and they're back within 9.
That back and forth play does really pay off, as you know, the aim of it is to pull out the defense, and especially that defensive stack if that team has one, which they were successful there and managed to slip a pass through and get it in for the 2. So it's definitely something to use in a match. So anyone who may be in a lower team definitely should take that in consideration and definitely should use that in your matches. As now just a missed pass going over to National, will bounce up to the roof and picked up by J for Jack as he does move backwards, looking to maybe get stacked with his teammate and go for a dribble, but stopped by Stoty. The clear will not go through, sending the pass up to National. National going for the shot, and another 3 points on what looked like quite a difficult angle. Now putting Envy at 18 points, Blank at 6.
And National scoring has absolutely caught fire here. I'm going to pull this up real quick. Yeah, he is up to 16 points in these 2 rounds, as we have 3.5 minutes to go here in the second round. Blank with another joust advantage here, currently down by 12. Toes is setting that one up all the way down, all the way into the bubble there. They have a player in, not quite able to recover. It's recovered now by Toes, who will bring that one in for the 2. They're back within 10 here. And with 3 minutes to go, very possible, still within the realm of possibility for Blank to mount this comeback.
Definitely very possible. Blank is a fast team, so if they do get past that Envy stack at the back and get their passes just connected quickly, then it's very possible for them to tie it up with now as Stoic. See, J for Jack will intercept that, going for a long shot, and it will go in for the 3. Not sure how far away that was, but definitely far now. 18 to 11.
30 meters.
30 meters, that's quite a long shot. I thought it was further, but 30 meters are still something, especially getting it past that defense. Now it will be Envy taking Joust advantage.
Stody handling this one, sending it all the way down, looking for that flat bounce. Does get it. BK is there to pick it up, and that goal was wide open for that shot. So Envy gonna now go up to 20 here, up by 9 once again off of that goal there from BK, and a nice stumping from Stody as well off of the joust. So yeah, we'll be Blank once again with his joust advantage, currently with 11 points on the board, but still down by 9 as it is 20 to 11 here. Twang sending that one up, but immediately turns over. The Niles taking another ceiling shot. That one gonna go a bit wide, picked up there and recovered by National, who doubles their lead. Wait, you know what I mean? Their score is double. Yeah, there's a double. It's doubled.
Yeah. But now it'll be Blank taking Joust advantage yet again, just approaching the 1.5 minute mark as Toes takes QB, trying to fake out that stack. We'll send the pass over to Twang Pants. Twang Pants now sending it forward to J for Jack. J for Jack trying to send it back, and he will be successful, but it will just actually be wide. And as BK does pick it up, going for what looks like a bounce shot off the bottom. I could be wrong. And now picked away to Niles, and Niles will be just outside of the bubble to put it in for the 3.
Yeah, some good shot discipline there to keep that release behind the line. So as we approach this final minute, it's a 14-point lead here to Envy, 25 to 11 in this one. As Blank will be coming out on this joust advantage. Exactly 1 minute to go as we leave the tubes. There's this right side tube there to J for Jack. J for Jack lost it, but gets it right back. Now I'm going to send this one up there into the hands of Paddish. Paddish going across to Twang Pants. Twang Pants going back to Paddish. Paddish now recovering it on that far side wall. Paddish, ooh, stuff there by the Nile. Excuse me, that was BK. They have a chain down, looking to get there, but it bounces off of that Geo there. That we're right near. Is this one? Ooh, J for Jack stealing a pick in the pocket of BK. J for Jack sending that one in. It's going to bounce out all the way down and into the bubble, but turning it around. The Nas is there to pick it up as we approach the final 30 seconds of this round.
Now it looks like we'll be National going for a long shot. We'll just go low of the goal, but picked up by, I think that was to Niles. We'll just ding it off the rim. Picked up by Twang Pants now. Twang Pants will go for a clear, and it will make its way through into the hands of Stoty, though. Stoty will send it back, but in hands of J for Jack. J for Jack going for a long shot, and it will just be wide. Now back in the hands of Toes. Toes is going for a last backboard shot, and it will just miss, bouncing off the wrong part. And that will be Envy taking this second round.
Yeah, taking the second round convincingly there, 25 to 11. As we close this one out, they will take the game in 2. And yeah, but also, I mean, notable that, you know, Blank scored 11 points in that round. It's just Envy scored 25. You know, it wasn't a lack of offense there for Blank. It was just Envy was just able to run that score up there. National in particular, look at that. National with 18 points, game high. J for Jack not far behind there with 12. So a fantastic performance. Also, everyone else there on Envy with 7 points apiece. Everybody with assists on Envy. Most players in the game with a save. At least one. Game high saves there to Stody with 3. But yeah, we have one more to get here on this Venues cast. So don't go anywhere. Ollie, anything you want to say before we take this intermission? Anything you want to know from that game?
Well, I mean, it was just a good game. I think what Envy was just doing was just most of the time it looks like they could just outrun the defense and get some open opportunities, but they also just had some quick setups and good setups around the bubble to get some goals. But a good showing and a good match from both both teams.
So, all right, we will go to an intermission. We're going to be heading to Shock versus Everest as our headlining act here on Venue. So don't go anywhere. We will be back very, very shortly.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Teo here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my God, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save.
Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth to the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to Jay for Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there. Wide open shot going off that backboard. He's going to find that.
We're going to be saved by Jay for Jack now. Going to be taking that long shot. In fact, Grimy.
They still have time. 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to core this with a nice top pass onto VTN.
Aim, it's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for Jay for Jack.
Chuck, not Norris, right here, looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Celicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
And another interception and another again, so just good. Absolutely excellent positioning.
Having a lot of chaos. Nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back. Another strike from Strike.
Winner. Now it's interception by Wolf. It's going to get stopped by Chuck. Not Norris who has a 3-point available. Going to go for the half court. It's going to bounce in. Nice shot by Chuck. This next point is going to be critical for each team, which Beach Player with a 3-point opportunity going to stink it in.
Passing around, trying to bring in on the baked potato goalie, and just like that,
make its way to him as well. The cross pass coming through from Conrad. Another cross pass from Steffo.
There's no goalie there, so if they can win this race, which is just like that, Beach Player gonna be.
Now Caesar with the cross pass does not make it. Tries to shoot negative with an amazing save.
But Grimy trying to take this one. Now going to go to Twang Pants. The cross pass quickly to Padish, putting it right into the top of the goal.
And they've got the stack first to get there. Another open three-pointer, and it's in.
All doing nice pass onto Grumpy. Grumpy tries to juke out the player. Gets one more pass onto the shield.
From Wrath, and will not be there. The first attempt or the second. Steel Sky in the hottest second. That is Molten Steel in the goal.
Steel Curtain strikes again. Moonface. Rusty Robots came very close to taking that third round as well. But we're going to get into the second round of this one between and oh my God, again. The same team. It's the same team.
Chuck is just going to look up high. Maybe a self-bounce trying for that, but instead a turnover and maybe even. It's Caesar.
The clear from Blank right there, going for the nice save. Bad Elmo.
Previously I'm Ding. Oh, what a setup. Oh, what a lesson. Oh, buddy. Double stun there. They've got some numbers here coming in. Link 1 setting up Chuck, not Norris.
They're adapting to Everest. They realize they're relying on these starts, but Steffo.
Send this one down. They're going to get down there first. Picked up there by by Link. What the stop? Still Skydiver is ridiculous.
That is just nasty. Gotta do it again, though. Oh, he will. Steel Sky has gotten to a new level.
He was under pressure, sending it back. Sluna's the only one there. Sluna has Caesar up ahead, taking the shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 41 meters out from the other side of the tube. Chocolate a boost here. They're going to look for a dribble. No, Lit's just going to peel off. Sweet Tooth sending it across. What an interception by Sluna. She's lining up the shot. No way. No way.
This is Echo Arena.
Hello and welcome back for the last matchup today for the EU venues. I'm Sputnik Cobra. I'm joined by my co-caster Sir Dimwee, and on sideline analysis will be It's Me Ollie. How are you doing today, Sir Dimwee?
I am doing absolutely fantastic. We got our headlining match here going on. Shock versus Everest, to these two teams in the diamond tier here in Europe. Also notable, if you're looking for kind of a POV video of this after the fact, check out Martin III on YouTube. He uploads a lot of POV content with the in-home camera, the body cam, all that. Like he is all on it. So definitely go check out Martin III's YouTube. He is on Team Everest here, as you can see. Followed up where Steffo, Bad Elmo, and Conrad, and then of course Shock on left here in orange. Fusion, Woodsy, 0909, Beaver, and K9 Maddie. And I don't know, Ollie, if you have any opinions about either of these teams, maybe something you might be expecting in this game.
I feel like it's going to be a close game. I mean, both these teams are at the top of like the ladder just below Master Tier, so it's definitely going to be fast-paced. It's definitely going to be hopefully good. Everest obviously being at the top of that ladder, doing well for themselves this season, but so is Shock, so another exciting match to be seen here.
So yeah, teams have been informed they can start where they are ready, so we should get started here any moment in this matchup. And of course, if you are just joining us on venues, we're also live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook currently on this stream. Also, if you enjoy what you're seeing here, you want to see what all the fuss is about, Echo VR is a free game. You can download it right now as you're watching. Just hit that flat button on your right controller there, the Oculus button. That'll pull up your Oculus menu. Go to the store there, search up Echo VR. That is free now. It will be free forever, and you can download it as you're watching. And then once the game is concluded, you can go check it out and make that same discovery we all made on that first day, and walk headfirst right into the future. Isn't that right, Spud?
I don't know if you're walking. I have to take issue with a little bit of that. I don't know if you're walking. I mean, you're like locomoting yourself with your arms, but you're gonna float into the future, right?
Certainly, you will float or crawl or maybe crab a little bit.
Well, definitely crawl. I remember the first time I got this game was 2017, July of 2017, 7 years ago. But I just spent like 20 minutes crawling around the lobby, just completely amazed. Like, I didn't even know that the lobby, like, I thought the lobby was the game. Like, no one told me anything. I just went into the game and I started crawling around. And, everything's so much easier now.
Yeah, no, I did not have the same experience where I thought the lobby was the game, but I do remember floating around the lobby, and I distinctly remember saying to myself, I saw a couple level 50s, top level players who were moving around, playing with the disc in the lobby, and I remember thinking, I want to move like that. I want to move like that, because it takes a bit of practice to be able to move like that. These teams have put in that time and that practice to move like that. And we are going to get started here in round one between Shock and Everest. Countdown is away. Teams are in the tubes. Sputnik, take it away.
So to win the neutral joust will be Everest. Everest taking possession, sending it now to the floor into the hands of Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo up to Steffo, and they're making this drive towards the bubble, getting that cross pass, and the shot coming through, but the save, but the steal back from Steffo, and Steffo's gonna dunk that one in. So that's first 2 points of this round going to Everest.
Yeah, it was a nice stop by the goalie, but Stefo just pressing the issue, gets the grab on it, plants it right back in. And as you noted, 2-point lead here to Everest. Or Shock going to be coming out with this Joust advantage. Lined up in the tube there. All coming out of tube 1. And that is Woodsy sending that one up to Beaver. Beaver now moving up under Assault, getting stunned out. That pass not quite on. Stody trying to track it down. This one's all the way out. Fusion trying to get there. Fusion does get it. Goal is open off of the backboard. Hits it for the 3. And Shock has taken the 1-point lead.
So a nice back and forth. Well, we're approaching a minute. I'm going to say over a minute, but now we're at a minute mark. But really back and forth so far in this first round, in this last matchup of today. So now 2QB will be Everest with possession as Martin III taking his time. He's got one challenger ahead. He's going to send it now left. It's going to be picked up by Stefo. Stefo now sending it right. The nice triangular formation from them out in the back court. Up to Martin III. He's able to get boosted forward. Now into the hands of Conrad. Conrad under pressure. He's going to get stunned out. So Beaver of Shock now with possession looking for that clear.
And that one does get cleared out through that right side tube. Fusion looking to track it down. Fusion does track it down. Goalie's under assault. Shot off the backboard, but going to hit that cone and bounce out once again. Woodsy thought about it, but the teammate was on its way in. It will turn over. Bad Elmo with it. Bad Elmo going to get that one cleared. And now look at a chain through that tube. There's Woodsy gets a good leech and a good stun. And K9 Matty does get there first. K9 Matty sending this one back in, actually up there to Beaver. Beaver now has a few, 3 players in front, but that goal is wide open. If he can get that one to a teammate, then not quite into the hands. It will be picked up there by Fusion. Fusion going to send that one out to Beaver. Beaver going to back this one out. Reset here for Shock on offense.
So K9 Matty now sitting into the floor into the hands of Fusion. And look at this clean, crisp passing from Shock. Shock trying to find these angles for this pass. Not having it, so sending it right back to K9 Matty. Now K9 Matty below the goal, but no one's there. So now it's a scramble for possession and a slap through from Everest.
Oop, and Everest is going to track that one down, sending it in. That was a dribble, looking to pick up the rebound. They do ultimately recover it. Bad Elmo going to send that one up. Unfortunately, the intended target was, I believe, Martin III, who was moving a little bit quick, looking to take out that goalie. So a little miscommunication, but maybe a recovery here at mid. Is there a couple stuns going out? No, Stody is going to get the grab on that. Send it in. What a shot! 38 meters out. Stody's going to hit that with it for the 3. Shock is up 6-2.
And what a terrific shot. I don't even know if they were looking for that shot. They might have been looking for a clear because they pursued it immediately. But as they passed the trench, they realized that one is in the goal. So now 3 points to Shock, 6-2 in favor of Shock. Everest to QB. Martin III sending it to Conrad. Now Conrad sending it right to Stefo. Gonna get stunned out right as they get that pass forward. So looking to leech that stack would be Martin, but Martin not able to get the grab. It's going to be a bad clear. It's still in the back court of Shock at the ceiling. It will be thrown through. It's still in the back court of Shock, and these stacks are through. Coming through will be K9 Matty getting that cleared down. And finding possession will be Woodsy. Woodsy looking for this 3. Actually going to take his time, sending it across now to Fusion, and Fusion is going to sink it at 5 meters.
And a nice shot there from Fusion to put it in for another 2. Shock going to take a 6-point lead here in round 1. And also notable, Everest setting up pretty consistently in this very deep in the tube PE Joust formation, coming out here with some speed. Bad Elmo quickly sending it to that left tube. Martin III going to recover it. Martin, what a setup there to Stefo, who is going to get stunned out there by K9 Matty. And Fusion sitting out across, was looking to get it to Beaver. Unfortunately, down to the floor. Beaver does recover. Beaver now looking to turn it around, moving up on the floor. Going to send that one up in off of the ceiling, all the way down into the Everest zone, but recovered easily by Bad Elmo on the back line. So pace slowing down a little bit here, but very, very conscious plays here. Good stun by that chain. This one all the way down, and the chain does recover it. No, that chain recovers it. Long shot. Going to ding off the post and out of the bubble.
And looking to pick it up will be Martin. Martin getting quickly stunned down. That was a chance for Everest. They weren't able to capitalize. Everest on that back stack, trying to find possession in their backcourt, and they will find it. So Bad Elmo now at the ceiling, trying to find this clear, actually sending it down to the floor, but that's going to be intercepted by Beaver. Now Beaver sending that one through. That one's going to bounce wide and into the hands of Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo now following up with that clear through the tube, and this is a chance for Everest. They just have to get down court. They're going to find it at the ceiling. Martin III now sending it cross into the hands of Stefo. Stefo driving that one in at 6 meters. He's going to find the 2, so now it's 8-4. still advantage to Shock.
That was some nice coordination. I believe it was it Martin III that stunned out the goalie? I'm not sure. No, excuse me, it was Conrad. I don't know why I thought it was Martin. Martin got the assist there. Conrad stunned out the goalie as Steffo took the shot. Nice coordination. They got 2 on the board. They're up to 4 here. It's 8-4 though, still in favor of Shock, as if Shock is in possession, but only for a moment as Steffo gets that stun. Steffo sending it up to Martin. Martin looking for a long shot here, but they're into the hands of Beaver. Picking it up now for Shock. We have 4 minutes to go here in round 1 between Shock and Everest. A turnover there, another turnover. This one getting sent up there to Steffo. Steffo looking to send this one back. Does get that one across to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo going to reset this one here for Everest.
So Conrad had double diamonds under pressure, going to send it right back to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo now off the ceiling to Martin, and Martin's going to finish that in at 3 meters above the goal, and that was a pretty looking play from Everest.
Yeah, Everest is starting to climb back here. Climb that mountain. Everest, I never even caught that. That was an unintentional pun. I apologize, Palador, doing you wrong there. It's 8-6, so within 2 is Everest as Shock sends this one quickly to that right tube. Chain comes in, stunning out, turning over. Martin III picking it up, going to send that one to Conrad on the back line.
So Conrad now with possession, going to be pressured, sending it forward to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo going off the ceiling for maybe a boop shot, but K9 Matty shutting down that angle, denying that opportunity. Now sending it along the wall. Shock with possession, looking so strong, but only up by 2 points now. They're going to send it towards Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo is now sending it forward to Steffo, and they're going to slow this one down with this clear.
This one all the way into the bubble, just out of reach of Conrad there. And now bouncing the near side wall. Steffo picking it up. Steffo back to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo down on the floor there. Conrad looking to set up Steffo. But now it's going to bounce out of the bubble. Scooped kind of incidentally back towards the Buffo. Steffo, did I say Buffo? It's a bubble, not a Buffo. Don't know what a Buffo is. But Bad Elmo sending that one in to Conrad. Conrad looking to set up a passer. Nobody home as Steffo is stunned out. And this one is going to be picked up by Bad Elmo on the back line.
And now with possession is Steffo. So still maintaining possession is Everest. Everest making another error there. It's going to bounce into the hands of a play from Shock. Now into the hands of Bad Elmo. Now Bad Elmo with this long shot attempt. It's going to not be on target. A slap through towards the shield. It's now picked up by Martin III. So still maintaining possession in the backcourt. That will now be lost to Beaver. Beaver trying to find that clear. It's not out of the backcourt. But you can see the intensity from both of these teams.
And Bad Elmo there with a fling. Sending it back towards the bubble with Fusion. Looking to get that one cleared out. Caught in the trap. That's why we call it the trap, as Beaver picks it up here for Shock. Gonna go for a reset there to Fusion on the back line. Fusion playing the goal here. A minute and a half to go. They're looking to run this clock. They have to be very careful as they're only up by 2. A 2 will send us to overtime, and a 3 will give Everest the lead. As passes like that are not going to be good for them. They got to get this one moved out of the zone, even though they're trying to keep it away from the other team to run that clock. They do get this one all the way down. It is going to turn over there as Conrad is going to pick that one up here for Everest. Sending it up now to Bad Elmo. Turning it around here. Everest going to go for offensive opportunity. This one's going to go off the backboard and, the back wall and back in the hands of Shock.
So now with possession is Beaver, and this is back and forth. I feel like we've gone past 2 minutes with no score. Now Conrad sending that through. That one's going to bounce off the shield, or as I like to call it, the sneeze guard. And I know you love that one, Dimwee.
That's a good one.
So now with possession is Bad Elmo, and they're really slowing this down. They have to strike with... They just have to strike. They're going to lose that off the wall. It's going to be a slap through. Now with the hands on it is Steffo. Steffo trying to find an angle, but the save from Fusion. Time is running out. 30 seconds. They need to strike. They need to get these points on the board. They need to force an overtime, and they're still maintaining possession in this back court of Shock. Now behind the goal, and there we go. That's 2 points. So 20 seconds on the clock. Everest tying it up.
Yeah, Shock did a really good job of running the clock, but Everest is going to get that goal. We're probably going to be going to an OT, although there's still about 4.5 seconds to go here. Maybe right at, it's like exactly 5 seconds, actually, more like 5.5. They're going to headbutt this one, but it just bounces around mid. Fusion going to slap it in. We are going to go to overtime here in round 1 between Shock and Everest.
And this is what we love to see. So Everest really playing the clock out, really maintaining possession in those last few seconds, finding those shots, finding that goal, And they're going to now force this into overtime. So we're in the first round of Shock and Everest. Shock would maintain that lead. Everest would come back from behind. And now we're at the neutral joust.
And neutral joust is won there by Everest. A slap to the left side trap. This one all the way down into the bubble. Not in the hands of Conrad. It will be Fusion getting the pickup. This one's still in the bubble, though. A tap pass, so Conrad was stunned out. This one now out of the bubble. Got to be in the hands there. Martin third. Martin third. He gets stunned out. And Bad Elmo with a slap to this near side here to Steffo. Steffo going back. Looking to go back to Martin third, but it will turn over. Beaver with it. Beaver going to get it cleared out.
And it will sail into the hands of Fusion. Fusion looking for this long shot, but shutting down that angle is Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo now sending it forward through mid into the hands of Steffo. Steffo looking at this defense. He's got 2 players ahead of him. He's got 2 friendlies ahead of him. Now he's just going to forfeit possession on that clear. Now keeping this back passing together is Shock. Back and forth and not able to find that clear. So now Bad Elmo with it. Bad Elmo under double coverage, sending that to the back line. Steffo looking for an angle, and that's going to be intercepted. So these teams are just really taking it right out from each other and finding these interceptions.
Yeah, this one down into the Everest zone, but Everest quickly recovering that one. It's Conrad sending this one deep in, now into the hands of Woodsy. Woodsy setting this one up. We are in sudden death overtime. The next goal will win this round. This one all the way down, picked up here by Fusion. Looking to go off the backboard. Now picked up by K9 Maddie, who will score it in overtime. And Shock will take round 1, 10-8.
And Bad Elmo gesturing just a little bit, not too happy with that. Well, that's my interpretation of it. But really, some great back and forth in this overtime round of round 1. And just able to persevere and come through is Shock. So Shock's going to take the round 1. They're going to maintain the lead they had in round 1 and lose it, and then bring it right back in overtime.
Ollie, what you got for us, man?
Well, that was a good first round. I mean, going into OT in the first round, definitely a good sign of a good match. I mean, both teams were good with their passes. Obviously, a couple missed passes due to good defense from the other team. Both teams very fast as well with their stacks. I feel like this team is one of those like rare, like super even matchups, like very even with their passing skill and their stack speed. So a good first round, and it is Shock taking that first one. They just did have that sort of open opportunity, just outrunning Everest.
Yeah, fantastic performance there by Shock. They're able to take that one in the overtime. They also had a very early lead. They were up, I think it was 8-0 or 8-2, and then Everest just scored one after another to tie that one up. But we are going to get started here in round 2 as I see the teams. Oh, did we get a pause in that moment? No, I'm just being goofy. We are going to get started here in round 2. Teams are lined up in the tubes. We got the countdown going, and away we go. Teams have launched for this neutral joust.
And winning possession will be Shock, at least getting the initial tap on the disc. So it will be turned over to Everest with Martin III getting a hand on it. Now getting that forward pass to Steffo. Steffo looking for this angle off the upper Geo. It's going to bounce off the back wall into the hands of Martin III. Martin III is going to take that in for 2 at 6 meters. So approaching 30 seconds off the clock. 18 seconds on that goal time. Everest looking to take this second round.
Yeah, Everest with a very quick first goal there in the second round. The Shock is going to set up on this joust advantage. Coming out of the tubes now. Picked up here. Whoop, nope, not Fusion. It was Woodsy. Woodsy sitting on across there to Beaver. Beaver in the left side tube looking for an in pass. Very slow movement right now is that you can see that Everest chain coming up to Beaver there. They are going to, they feign that attack to force that pass. But all this stopped there by Conrad. Not sure I didn't get the grab. It looked like it was off of the hand, but it's going to get cleared out nonetheless. Now chaining after this one is both teams caught in that trap, sent back towards the Everest bubble all the way down. But it will be Conrad there to get the pickup and look at it clear it out.
And it will be caught at mid by Bad Elmo off that long pass, going for maybe a cloud shot, but able to find it is now Fusion at the back line. Fusion sending that through. And there's 2 players from Everest there, so Everest is going to come away with that turnover. And Conrad just not under pressure just yet, opting to send it back, but it's going to be intercepted. You didn't see Woodsy. Woodsy now sending it through, and there's boosts coming through and looking to find it in this backcourt of Everest is Shock. So Shock going to get stunned out along the ceiling. I believe it was Fusion. This will be turned over now into the hands of Steffo for the clear.
Steffo does clear that one out. It's going to go all the way down into the Shock bubble. Into the hands there. Martin III, who will hit that one for the 2. So 2 minutes in now to round 2. Everest going to go up 4-0.
So Martin the third with that nice shot. Everest starting off with the lead this time around. Joust advantage now to Shock. To QB will probably be Fusion. We'll see in just a second. So Fusion rolling out with his team. Actually, Woodsy to QB. So Fusion plays goalie, but Woodsy looking to be QB on that possession. Now sending that forward. It's going to be in the hands of Martin. Martin's going to ding it. And that's another chance for Everest, but Everest is going to grab it right back, lose it for just a second. It's going to be at the trap. Another short tap coming through. Conrad now sending it, trying to send it to Bowtie. Now that pass is going to find its way to Bowtie. Bad Elmo with possession, making this drive towards the bubble. Holding for just a second, trying to find that cut. That shot's going to be off target, or that ricochet's going to be off target. Conrad to pick it up at the ceiling. Be stunned out. Now Beaver with this clear attempt, it's not going to find its way through as it bounces to trap.
That one recovered there by Conrad for Everest. Conrad sending this one up to Steffo. Steffo slowing it down here on the back line. 3 minutes into round 2. Steffo really slowing it down here. Trying to force Beaver to come all the way to him. Beaver does, so Steffo going to send them across here to Conrad. Conrad now moving up. Sending it back to Steffo, but that pass not quite on. Beaver trying to track it down. Beaver with the slap, but is still stuck in the trap here. And Conrad with the little shovel there, getting it to Bad Elmo. Now resetting once again on that Geo. Bad Elmo going up to Conrad. Conrad going across. Does hit Steffo. Steffo bringing it in. Oh, the stop there by Fusion. As Steffo was a little too ginger with it. And Beaver is going to get this one cleared out.
Fusion just finding that save, not being faked out. Biting at the right time and finding it in his hand. So now with this ricochet, it's going to be slapped through by, I believe, Bad Elmo, a player of Everest. It's at the backcourt of Shock. Shock will find it at the floor. Beaver now with possession. Beaver under pressure, able to dodge out those two oncoming players from Everest. Woodsy now looking forward. They're down by 4. That's only 2 shots. It's going to bounce off the lower Geo. It's now at the wall and will be picked up by Conrad for the clear.
This one's sent out all the way down. Good chain there. Picked up by Bad Elmo, who will hit it for the 2. And just like that, Everest has taken a 6-point lead.
And they're looking really good right now, Dimwee. And in the second round, it's the reverse of the first one. But we saw in the previous round, Everest able to come back against Shock. Maybe Shock can find that rhythm. We're only halfway through this second round, excuse me. So now with possession is Beaver. Beaver sending it down towards that bubble of Everest. Everest able to find it at the back wall. Bad Elmo now sending it through 2 for the clear.
That's this one in the tube, all the way down into the Shock bubble there, but Fusion's going to get that one picked up. Fusion now sending it out, getting it to Woodsy. Woodsy with it on the, sending it across, excuse me. Does get it into the hands there, Beaver. Beaver now far side, looking to send it up. And does get it now in the hands of Steffo. So turnover here, Everest back in possession. We are over the halfway mark of round 2 here. Everest currently up by 6. And, excuse me, Shock still scoreless as the Everest defense just passing around, excuse me, the Everest offense passing around the Shock defense, as Martin III is going to handle that one in Shock zone. But turning it over, Bad Elmo gets a headbutt there to disrupt that turnover, but K9 Matty is going to get that one picked up and cleared out. Sending this one down, and that chain from Everest trying to recover. They can't get the grab on it. This one up to the ceiling. Beaver with it. Beaver going to invert, turn around, looking to send in a pass. Now he's going to juke around a little bit. Looking to do something with it. Going to juke a whole bunch. Send it down to the floor there into the hands of K9 Matty, who will reset it to Fusion. Looking to take a shot, but that one's he's going to get stunned. And this one bouncing out of the bubble there. Martin III with it. Going to get it cleared.
So as we approach 4 minutes on the clock, Shock not able to put any points on the board. That initial pass set up in the bubble, and while losing it at the wall and finding it right back would be Steffo. Steffo now setting that interception, but previously we saw these passes along the ceiling from Everest. No, excuse me, Shock. So Shock wasn't able to get that in the goal, but there we go. Bad Elmo at 5 meters. And just Everest really turning the momentum around, taking it into their hands, and now they got this 8-point lead.
Yeah, Everest going up by 8 here. It's still 3.5 minutes to go, but Shock running out of time here. They need to break the ice. I mean, that's the big thing. They need to turn that momentum in their favor. They have not been able to score yet here in this second round. The momentum has been almost purely in favor of Everest, aside from that 1 goal in overtime in round 1. But it is Shock in possession currently. doing a lot of passing here on offense, a lot of resets, drawing that defense out. They have the 3-on-1 here if they can be quick about it. But still opting to just keep sending these passes around as the defense resets up in the bubble. You know, I've noticed a little bit of that here in the second round, where Shock doing a bunch of resetting when they do have those lanes open. Although right now, 1v2 turning into a 1v1. Beaver is going to hit that one for the 2. There's that first goal of round 2. 2 points on the board here for Shock, still down by 6.
So breaking that ice, they will. And Everest just really freezing this court, but it's thawing just a little bit. So Fusion will assist Beaver. They'll put 2 points on the board, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Bad Elmo to QB, now sending it left. It's going to be a turnover. K9 Matty with this long shot. It's going to be off the backboard, and it's going to be wide. That's what this team needs right now. Shock needs these long threes. They need to cover a lot of distance very quickly. So with possession now is K9 Matty down out of the floor, and Beaver looking for this angle, but he's just going to give it right up to that defense for the clear.
Now Fusion with the grab there, sending it back to mid in the hands of Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo sending it right back into the Shock bubble. There, that clear into the hands of Bad Elmo. The Fusion with the grab. Fusion now sending this one up to Beaver. Beaver looking to get this one through the tube, juking around that chain. Does get this one out. It's going to go all the way down into the Everest zone. Picked up there by Fusion. Fusion looking for an impasse, but he's going to get stunned out as he's juking on the wall there. 1v2. And now a pass up. Martin III. Everest back in possession here. Martin going to back this one up. We have a minute and a half to go here. Uh-oh, that's a good disruption there by Beaver at the midline. And their chain is all the way down. They're going to send this one in. No, off of the teammate's head. That is unfortunate, as it is going to be picked up there by K9 Matty, but that one sent off of the barrier. Minute 16 to go. Fusion with it. Fusion sending this one across in the hands of Woodsy. Woodsy is going to hit that one for the 2. They cut that lead in half. Game is not over yet, Sputnik. 8-4 currently in favor of Everest.
As we approach 60 seconds, they can do this, but they have to do everything with no time to waste. So with possession now will be Everest, 2QB, looking to run out this clock, looking to take the second round and force a third one.
Ooh.
And not able to find that interception would be a player of Shock. So now with this advantage at the bubble, that's going to be Everest finding another 2 points. Martin III at 5 meters.
Yeah, not quite the ice, but just about there. Gonna pull the camera out, see how much time we have. 7, so yeah, 25 seconds. Ooh, that's they would need basically. They'd have to score a 3 immediately, and followed it up with another score immediately. As a quick pass up to Beaver. Beaver going up to Fusion. Fusion looking to get that immediate 3. But Conrad with the grab. Conrad looking to send that one out. 14 seconds. We are out of mathematical time. We are going to be going to round 3 here. Everest are going to take round 2 as Stefan does get that one cleared out. 5 seconds on the clock. Picked up there by Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo sending that one out all the way down in the bubble. And there it is. 10-4 in favor of Everest in round 2. We're going to round 3. Ollie, what's going on?
Everest, not Every, definitely picked up the pace there in that second round. Looked like they were able to adapt to Shock's plays and get some goals and just outrun Shock in that second round. Their stacks were faster, than was good, and then they had some good saves as well, as Shock was panicking a bit trying to get those shots. And the intercepts, of course, in the bubble as well. We saw quite a few of those, just able to read Shock's passes and, you know, get that turnover and eventually turn it into a goal.
So yeah, so after 2 there, game high points going to go to Martin III with 10 currently. Which is quite a few. Yeah, Sputnik, anything stand out to you, man?
Just great play from Everest. Everest able to capitalize on all these clears, and just Shock having a hard time finding that rhythm. They had a hard time getting these shots outside the bubble, inside the bubble. Some great last minute stops on defense by Everest. And they're just going to have to calm down just a little bit, focus, and find these passes and these shots.
And with that, we are going to get started just about here in round 3. And you know what I've noticed, over the last, more than a year, as we've been doing VRML now in Echo Arena for over a year, is that in games like these where there's kind of a, that back and forth round 1 and round 2, we were almost always guaranteed for a barn burner of a round 3, as it is going to be Everest winning that joust advantage. Lock shot there, going to go off of the cone on the backboard. That was a shot there, I believe, from Martin III. Is Martin going to pick that one up on the near side wall, sending that one over to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo going to Conrad, edge of the bubble. Conrad setting that one up. Martin able to get that rebound. And there's your first goal of round 3 going to Everest. 2 points on the board.
And I think this is the first round 3 we've seen out of the 4 matchups today for Oculus Venues of the European region. And this is a great finish to the day. Martin III able to find that shot at 3 meters. Now Jeff's advantage to Shock. Shock looking to put points on the board. They're looking to come back after that second round fall. They were able to maintain the momentum and win in the first round in overtime. So Woodsy now up to K9 Matty. K9 Matty trying to find that cut pass. It's going to be picked up by Beaver. Beaver working his way into the bubble, but he can't get past all those defenders. And now a slap out to mid.
This one is out to mid. Bit of a tussle for it there. Steffa sitting this one in. Going to bounce off the barrier. All the way back to that far side trap. For Conrad, will get a touch on it. Conrad sending that one across there to Martin. Martin looking to set that one up to Bad Elmo, but intercepted there by Beaver. Beaver trying to send it out. Will be recovered by Fusion, who does get this one sent all the way out and all the way down into the Everest bubble there. Down to the floor. Bad Elmo's there first with it. Bad Elmo looking to get that one cleared out. And does get it through that too. Somehow getting it by that stack. This one's all the way down into the Shock bubble. Into the hands now. Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo setting up Conrad, who does hit that one for the 2. Everest taking a 4-point lead. Also, the number of stuns that happened there in such quick succession. I don't know if you heard that, Spud. It was like ba-da-da-da. Like so fast there. It was awesome sounding.
And you just see Everest really maintaining composure in the bubble. And they're just doing it so quickly. So setting that forward will be Shock. He's going to knock off the Gior ahead of a player. It's going to be in the bubble of Shock. It's going to be picked up by Martin. Martin's just going to take that one in. He's going to get stunned, but he's already got that forward momentum on his arm. And that's now 6 points on the board for Everest.
Yeah, Everest up by 6, as you say, but still only 2.5 minutes in. As Shock is going to get this Shouse advantage here in round 3. Coming out of the tubes. Woodsy going down the floor there to Fusion. Fusion getting that one up to mid. Ooh, that pass not quite on. Now into the trap, bouncing up to the ceiling. Picked up here by Steffo. Steffo going to send one across there in the hands of Martin III. Martin III sending this one back to Conrad. Conrad, Bad Elmo getting that one off the wall there. Conrad sending it down to Steffo. Open goal. Taking the shot off of the back wall, not quite in, and a good pickup there by Beaver. Good recovery. Now looking to send this one out. Does get it out, not out, excuse me. Conrad on the back line, setting it in. Steffo with it. Steffo moving in on the bubble. Steffo setting up Bad Elmo. And there it is. Everest with an 8-point lead.
And we talk about the cuts. We said that time and time again in this third round. Every play so far has been a cut after cut. Except for the one for Martin that was a dunk below the goal, but that's 3 cuts so far in this third round, and they're making it look easy. Woodsy to QB. Woodsy sending it left to Beaver. Beaver not able to find that pass to the floor. It's at the lower trap. It's a scramble for possession, and now in the hands of Everest.
That's Conrad with it. Conrad gently sending that one up, trying to get to the Steffo. The bounce is not favorable. Woodsy going to get there first. Woodsy on the floor now, turning it around here for Shock, giving it to the Chain. Chain now going to turn this one around. Looking to send that one out, looking to Chain after it, but no, that pressure was too much. Martin III going to pick that one up, sending the shot, does hit it for the 3, and Everest, still with 6 minutes to go, is going to take an 11-0 lead.
And ever since the first round, it's just been Everest getting their form together, staying in rhythm, and really just outpacing Shock. So Shock just hasn't been able to recover from the first round victory. They're sending it forward now into the bubble. That Everest stack will be past that player of Shock, and now into the hands of Beaver along the wall. Beaver looking for an angle, sending it to Bowtie. Woodsy sending it up the ceiling, and under pressure, Fusion's going to lose it to that stun.
That's a good clear. That one's all the way down, almost to the bubble. Bounces down the floor, but Martin III handling it cleanly, takes that shot that was going to bounce out off of the post. And then an ugly bounce off of the trench there. Steffo has to chase this one up to the ceiling, slaps it forward. Bad Emma's trying to track it down, but no, Fusion's going to get there first. Fusion with the send out. But Conrad on the back line, able to pick this one up. Conrad now with it. Conrad passing it up. Ooh, off of the intended target was stunned out. Excuse me, as Woodsy picks that one up here for Shock. Woodsy sending this one all the way out. Fusion trying to track it down. No, it's going to be Beaver getting there first. Beaver, goal is open. Was for a moment as he gets stunned out. And it does get out to that near side wall, down to the floor. Going to be picked up here by Martin III. Martin sending that one across into the hands there of Conrad. Conrad sending it back across to Martin. And Martin now slowing it down here. They're going to play some clock management here. You know, Everest not in a hurry. Still 4.5 minutes to go here, but up by 11. They have plenty of time to run whatever offense they so choose.
And their passing has been clean and crisp. And with that stun, now Fusion with possession. Fusion setting it down. Court shutting off that angle will be Conrad. Everest back with it. Back to clock management. But with this long shot coming through, that might be good. And it is good. Bad Elmo. I didn't see the angle initially. But they're going to make a stop. Shock is going to find the interception. And Everest is going to take it right back. And Bad Elmo is just not going to play this clock management game. And he's going to send it in from 33 meters.
Yeah, that is a 14-point lead here to Everest with less than 4 minutes to go. Woodsy handling that one, sending it across, looking to get it in the hands of Stody. Excuse me, that's K9 Matty. That's a few times I'm pretty sure I've called K9 Matty Stody a few times. I apologize for that. I apologize to the players as they probably watch these VODs after the fact. This clear down shot here off of the post there coming from Martin III. And Stefo's trying to get a grab. This one going back to the bow tie there. Bad Elmo. He's going to get stunned out now by Beaver. Beaver getting this one cleared out. They have a chain after this one. Chain is getting there cleanly. Ooh, off of a head there. They almost got their first goal of round 3 here. Still over 3 minutes to go. This one's going to bounce to that far side wall and a slap there to mid. But Woodsy going to handle it here for Shock.
Now Woodsy sending it down to the floor to be picked up by Fusion. Fusion to Beaver. Beaver looking for that cut, and that's going to be a good pass. But Stefo reading that, disabling that cut, sending it through mid, and will now bounce up to ceiling. And looking to get it would be Shock. Another stun coming through. It's a slap through. It's going to be picked up by Conrad. Conrad off the floor into the bubble of Shock, and K9 Matty's going to come out to grab it.
Matty sending this one over to Beaver. Beaver, oh, long shot here. That one's going to be, it was probably a little bit wide. It might have just gone in to that corner pocket, but that chain got there nonetheless. Looking to send that one out, but it's going to be Beaver at mid. Picking that one up. Beaver sending this one up far side. Going to bounce down to the floor now. Fusion not able to get a grab on it. Bad Elmo is going to get there first. Bad Elmo looking to get that cleared out, but they're in the hands of Beaver. Beaver getting stunned out 2.5 minutes to go here in round 3. Picked up now by Conrad. Conrad setting this one up. Is going to be grabbed there by Martin III. Martin III, though, going to get stuffed in that tube. Long shot here. This one's going to be wide as well. And a couple chains coming after it. This one's still loose, but Stefo with it. Stefo going to get that one not quite cleared out. Still in the blue zone currently as it bounces back towards that Pac-Man block.
And it's going to be a pickup at the ceiling, but K9 Matty's going to stun out that player from Everest. Now with the chance outside this bubble is Shock. Beaver at the ceiling, sending it back to Bowtie. Woodsy under pressure, sending it now to the upper geo. It's going to be picked up by Woodsy and sent across, but not on target. So Woodsy will recover it. Now Woodsy along the floor to Beaver. Beaver looking for some pass, sending it for that cut, and that one's going to ding. So Woodsy not able to finish it off on that give and go. And now it's going to be through mid.
This one at mid. Ooh, Bad Elmo able to pick that one up, sending it in. Going to get a flap. Oh, no, it does take a bit of a angled bounce there. Conrad picking it up. Conrad sending that one up to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo on the far side, sending that one back across to Martin III. Martin III sending it in. Does get it to Stefo. Taking a shot there. The rebound is going to ding off the post. But Woodsy is there to pick it up. Minute 17 to go. That one cleared into the hands of Bad Elmo. Taking a shot, going off the backboard, off the cone. Now out of the bubble, Bad Elmo going to track it down once again, bouncing up to the ceiling. Bad Elmo does get there, going to slap that one across. Now into the hands of Conrad. Conrad sending it back as he gets them out. This one down to the floor, taking a few bounces around and picked up here by Martin III. Martin III sending it in. Stefo with it. Stefo with maybe an opportunity, looking for a cut pass. Waits for all the damage to go out in the goal, and it will be recovered by Bad Elmo. And Everest is up by 16 with less than a minute to go.
How many people were in that goal?
Too many.
Too many people. And Everest will still find those 2 points. Bad Elmo will take it in. Now a 16-point lead. And before you said Everest had to climb a mountain. Now Shock has to do it. But Shock's not going to be able to do it, so 30 seconds left. This round, this series is going to go to Everest.
Yeah, Everest certainly taking the victory here in this one. Just waiting on that final score in this third round as they're going to chase after this one. We do get another goal there. No, Woodsy with a good steal and that, or excuse me, a good save. This one cleared all the way down into the bubble. On the opposite side, in the Everest zone, handled here by Stefo. 7 seconds to go here in this last round. Woodsy setting it up to Fusion. Fusion bringing it in, taking a shot. And with 1 second to go, Shock is going to get the first goal around 3 there. Cut that Everest lead 16-2 to 14. But that will end the round 16-2 in favor of Everest.
And with that being said, we're going to kick it to Ollie for the last sideline analysis of the day.
Well, it looks like Everest was just at the peak of their performance, and then, I mean, they were able to just read passes and they were able to get it down the field, punish the missed passes of Shock very well, and just stack and then get that open opportunity on the goal and just put it in. And were able just to respond very well and very quickly to Shock's plays. So Everest definitely did play well, but so did Shock. I mean, they didn't play bad in that third round.
So yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Spot. Go ahead.
They definitely didn't, but with that being said, it's been a great day and a great night of matches wherever you are in the world, wherever your time zone is. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sputnik Cobra. That has been Sir Dimwee. And on sideline analysis and casting before this match has been Ollie. And I'm actually going to give it to Dimwee. I know Dimwee has the best things to say at the end of venues.
Well, you know, you just got to, if you are watching and want to know what all the fuss is about, haven't tried Echo VR, you can hit that flat button on your right controller there, pull up the Oculus menu, pull up venues, or excuse me, search up Echo VR on the library and give that a download. It's free to play. It's going to be free forever. Definitely check that one out there. And also check out Echo Arena VRML on YouTube or Echo Arena Master League. Either way, you can search those up. It should return the same thing. We have all the VODs from venues, all the VODs from Twitch, a whole bunch of content, all the videos you saw between the games here this evening, all gets uploaded over there. Give us a subscribe, give us a few likes, maybe a few comments if you so desire. And then finally, got to shout out our sponsors, you know, HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asteria Products, Fixed Gaming, VRware.net, VR Cover, and ProTube VR. We thank you very much for joining us on this very special Venues cast here in Europe. You have a wonderful evening, and we will see you tomorrow.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.